What is up, gentlemen?
What's up, boss?
Mics. Let me take everybody's mics on. Okay, you guys are all great. So sorry, folks. We're on about a 15-minute delay, almost 20-minute delay. Um, Definitely my fault. Second time I've done this.
Hey,
Forgot to
it
hit
happens,
the go live. So we were just sitting talking, having beers, and I thought, oh, nobody's watching this.
I've done that several times. I've forgotten to hit the record button. Oh man, it's
Yeah.
frustrating.
There's so many like now that we've gone live, there's so much clicking that we have to do now that I have to do now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just get one thing confused after another. But this is new. This is new. We were on Zoom before, and now we are on StreamYard, which definitely takes a little bit of getting used to. So those watching us, like and subscribe. You can call in anytime live. We list our phone number below. It's 762-233-1805. Call us, drop us a comment, whatever. Thank you for watching. Let's begin the goddamn show. Cheers. Let's get a cheers.
Yay.
You better have a drink. You better have a drink. Cheers. Okay.
Cheers. Salud.
Saloon. Round robin. Tom, how you doing, man?
I have come
Oh,
prepared.
all right. It's the middle of my work week because I work Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So
Yeah?
just,
How's all that been treating you?
people are starting. It's swell. People are starting to wear masks. So you know,
Yeah?
nobody wants to be the first one on the dance floor. You know, I feel weird walking around with one of those. But then,
Tom, you told me
more and more people are putting them on.
Tom, you told me a funny story once about where you work. Can I share that story?
I don't know what it was.
So
Sure.
no,
Ghost.
okay, yeah, sure. So when workplaces were taking precautions for active shooter drills, they did it at Tom's work, and so Tom works. He works at a warehouse it's a Target warehouse. He works at the warehouse.
Gotcha.
And they were having a conference over how they should actively train for active shooter. And Tom's response was, well, how about we take off these giant red vests that have targets on our back?
Oh.
Valid
point. Very valid point.
Yes. I don't want to be running around dodging machine guns with a
Literal
target on my
moving
back.
target.
Yes. So I may have a little bit.
Giving us
Go ahead.
shirts with targets on them too.
Yeah.
I got a hat with a target on it.
Headshot.
I think they're trying to say something.
So I may have a little background noise. Family's just walking in from.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They had fun times with the grandparents, aunts. I don't know who all was there, but I'm sure they had a really good time.
Good for them.
Yeah. So what I started to say before I realized that we were not recording. Oh, we have a comment. Let's see what our comment is. Show. Who just left? Zippy just left.
Shane LeBlond is asking.
Hey, why the fuck can he never get on? You know what, Shane? Tonight is your night because I'm going to let you get on. And I'm going to leave your profane statement up until you get on to show you that we are dedicated to this show. So let me get an invite. I'm going to copy that to the clipboard. And Shane, hopefully you can join us. I'm going to send you a Facebook message. New message.
Slide into those DMs.
I'm shining. This is a friend of Zippy's. Okay,
I've
so
seen a comment before.
So Shane, you need to access through Facebook, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a webcam ready, and I don't know what happened to Zippy. but hopefully the Shane guy is good. I'm sure that he is. Uh, can't post comments to your current destination. Learn more. Okay. So, oh, he saw it. So hopefully he'll be on soon. So I'm gonna take his comment off. Um, and so I'm gonna text Zippy, and you guys hold down the fort while I figure out what happened to this knucklehead.
Not a problem.
Cool.
Tom, how's your week been?
Oh, fairly uneventful. So that's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Feel you there. I don't know. It's been a interesting week. I found out one of my good friends, he was actually the guitarist in our band, passed away this week. So
What?
that really sucked. Yeah.
What's the name of your band? Because I know.
We were a local cover band. Just Tastes Like Chicken.
Yeah. Well, I've seen that.
Yeah, we put on really good shows, though. I mean, he was a hell of a guitarist and just a really great guy. Like, I'd gotten to know him pretty well over the last few months because I've only joined the band within the last 6 months or so. But this dude was a freaking amazing guitarist and really inspired me to get back into music again because I hadn't really been playing a whole lot since I moved down to Evansville back in 2011. So,
where were you before you were in Evansville?
Kokomo, Indiana, just north of Indianapolis.
Unfortunately, the only thing I know about Kokomo, and you probably can finish a sentence, is a very sad news story. And what news story am I thinking of?
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Beach Boys song, but you're probably talking about the Ryan White.
I am talking about Ryan White.
Yeah, I went to the same school as he did, actually. I went to Western Howard County Elementary School.
Well, was it as racist and bigoted as it was back then?
Yeah, kind of. No, here's the weird thing. Here is the weird thing about it. And maybe it was just because I didn't pay attention as a kid, but they didn't talk about it. Like, I didn't learn about that, no shit, until, like, I moved away from that school.
There was, like, movies made about that.
Yeah.
Elton John wrote a song about it.
Michael Jackson was involved with him.
Elton John's Candle in the Wind was dedicated to Ryan White.
Well, was it originally, and then he rewrote it for Diana, or re-recorded it for Diana when she died?
I didn't even know about the Diana connection. But yeah, I was a kid when Ryan White was in the news, and
I was years before I was in school.
I was probably roughly around in 6th grade, and I mean, he was roughly my age, maybe a few years older. So that's a story as a kid that I followed, and at the time we didn't really know that AIDS was always fatal at that age, and back in the 80s, they didn't
really know how it was transmitted. Was the
big
thing.
Because so Ryan White was doing
excuses. People are dumb.
No. So Ryan White was doing lots of press conferences as he could because he wasn't in great health. But to me, he was getting better because I was seeing him all the time. And then I woke up going to school one morning, and my father had the news on, and Ryan White had died, and I had to go to school. And I remember I was just devastated.
Oh, man.
Yeah, really I followed the story a lot as a kid. Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't learn about it until much later, and then I really, kind of delved into it, and it all made sense. Like, kind of at the time, like when I found out about it, I was like, oh yeah, that school was kind of, I don't know, it had weird quirks to it. It was a very strange area, in my opinion. I have a lot of good friends still up there, but I didn't exactly have the best experience, so I was glad to move away from that school.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I got to figure out what's going on with Zippy. I'm going to remove myself from the stream. You guys cover it. I'm going to mute my mic, and I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb tail.
Sounds like a plan.
Right. I was gonna say, I remember the big news thing when I was in grade school was they wheeled out a TV, like the biggest TV they had, which was probably like 3 feet wide, maybe. and had the whole school was sitting on the floor of the gym,
Mm-hmm.
and then they had us watch the Challenger launch.
Oh
and
shit!
just go.
Yeah.
And I remember then they had to go, like, the principal had to go and say something, like, to all these kids. And I think I was in second grade, so it was kind of like,
okay.
I think there wasn't, I don't remember a whole lot of emotional impact. It was just a weird thing. But I remember the adults all being really freaked out about it, like,
And see, I can
especially
remember my
because they were
teachers.
just like, oh no,
Okay. Now I would have only
we just
been
traumatized all these kids.
Yeah. Because when did that happen? Was it 86? Is that right?
Somewhere around
Because I would have only been like
there.
2 or
That feels
3. Like I was in preschool, but I remember my teacher freaking out about it. She was like crying about it, and I was like, "What the hell happened?" And so obviously I didn't understand that shit at that age. Obviously, just like, "Oh, my teacher's sad."
We've been following it because there was, one of
There was a
the
teacher that
astronauts was a teacher.
Sally
And
Ride, I think was her name.
yeah, and there was a teacher in my school. He taught I think the year ahead of me. I actually had him the next year. He was a great teacher,
Nice.
Mr. Howe. But he was a runner-up for that spot.
No shit. Oh wow!
So
Talk about
our school
dodging
is
a
really
bullet.
kind of following that, And
Yeah, understandably. Hey, Jeffrey.
Gentlemen, hear me okay?
Absolutely, sir. Loud and clear.
Okay. Zippy is back.
Hey, the Zipster.
Yeah.
Zip
Internet
Meister.
issues, but
It's all
figured,
good, man.
let me turn my phone into a high spot, and now it's right next to it. So,
oh my God, Zippy, this is the best connection you have ever had.
found something new to work. So
yeah,
just
bro.
it hit me like a shot. So I was like, hey, why not?
Ingenuity.
Yeah.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Absolutely, straight liquor helps.
What you drinking tonight, Zip?
There's a lot. Let's see. I'm gonna start with the Land Shark. Then I'm going to
Land Shark.
Sam Adams. Then to a Budweiser Black Label. Then we'll follow it up with the Magic Hat.
Oh man! That is a hell of a mixture, dude.
I got pretty much the
stomach
kamikaze
and liver are both going to be so confused after this.
I figured success tends to smile on the prepared, so better that than to run out.
What up?
Okay. Hey Shane, what up, man? Were you able to get on?
Gang.
Yeah.
Well, clearly
Buzz. Do you follow that, John?
What's up? Buzz.
You said gang. I said buzz.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't know what that is. I just know that because the kids say it. I don't know.
It is King and what is it? King and the Sting. It's a podcast. King and the Sting. It's got. I
thought it was like a mumble rapper thing.
No. Yeah, King and the Sting. Watch it. It's a great podcast. It's got Theo Vaughn. God, I forgot the other guy's name.
Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, Theo Vaughn's great. Yeah. It's a great one. I just get this. You're on. Don't sweat it. All right. So I gotta. My friend Brian wants to join. Link change. Link change.
Go to the most recent link.
All right, so let me find the link for him, and hopefully we can get this started soon. Wait, Shane's here. Is Shane here?
Backstage.
Oh, yeah, you might let him in.
I don't know. Right now, there's nobody. There's nobody backstage, and I'm just getting.
Did I hear a cat meow?
Yeah, my cat's joining us.
Oh, Podcat.
I thought you were pulling a Super Trooper.
Oh my gosh!
That cat's gonna fuck you up. It sounds pissed.
Oh, kitty.
Also, Tom's not going into work tomorrow.
Got the door closed, otherwise one of my cats would probably jump in here.
Oh man, that's no joke.
Oh, yeah.
A guy I worked with had a giant. He had a Band-Aid on his face for like a month because his cat got him.
Oh man, yeah.
I think he's got
claws.
a cool looking pirate scar now.
I got my cat to attack the ex-wife once. That was fucking awesome.
Okay, Shane's here. Maybe Shane needs a new link
You just
too.
chuck it?
Okay.
No, I just held my hand like I was messing with her face, and she was fighting, like she had the tail whipping, and then I held my hand right in front of her while she was sleeping, like, and then she went to jump, and I moved my hand fast, and boom, she caught the whole dive bomb from the cat right to the face.
I had a buddy who used to point the laser pointer right at your dick.
Oh, harsh.
Literal.
Till the cat just.
I see people do that with dogs too, and the dogs bounce on it and caught a couple of dudes in there. It's like, oh, that's terrible.
It's all fun and games till someone goes to the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Someone loses a sack due to a laser pointer.
All right, so we have my friend Brian, who is part of the stream. See, hey, Brian, if you have a web camera and can take yourself off mute, go ahead, because I can't do either on my end, but hopefully you can hear.
Weird.
Yeah, he's muted himself. So we'll leave it like this for a moment. Hopefully he can catch up to us. We've done a round robin and checked in with everybody.
He said he can't do audio or video tonight.
Who, Shane?
No, Brian. It's on the chat. I have it set up so it's on the right
private
hand side
chat.
of my screen.
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
private chat.
Too many
Okay.
messages.
Can
okay.
audio or video tonight? I'm just in. Okay, so I'm gonna remove him from stream because he's taking up a block. Yeah, sorry, Brian. I can't bring you in. Hey, we can do it another week. We do it all the time.
Shane
You
said he
can
wants
watch the live feed though, right?
Yeah, just watch it online if you can, and troll us if you want.
Yeah, Shane said he was here, but then he said he couldn't go live stream on the live comments. From what I'm seeing too, switching back and forth.
Hang on, let me pull the link to the.
He said he's just watching. Brian just said he's just watching. And
Yeah. It's all good.
all right.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, so we all back?
Yeah, Shane said, "Slow down. I'm just prepared, brother. That's all. You never know. Sometimes these carry on.
We're all thinking long term right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We're
Absolutely.
in a pandemic. We must be prepared."
When I leave the
Okay.
house, it's like that scene in Commando, you know, and he's just lock and loading everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Except like, wallet.
Oh
keys.
man.
All right, we have sound effects. Let's see if they work. Cross our fingers.
Awooga.
Ooh, I found that. Wait, no, I didn't find that one. I found this one.
Oh, there you go. That is
actually came
definitely
across fairly decently, surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's the weekend news rewind.
Yes, it's the weekend news rewind.
Sounds like something magnificent's about to happen.
No, it's an
Something magnificent. Something magnificent in 1982.
No. Yes.
This is
Yes.
Tom Koppel.
Yeah, Tom. So, as I pour my beer, I'm about to read the most important news going on in the U.S. right now. So, I don't know if this story is confirmed or not, because I first saw it on. I follow so many random things on Facebook. One of them I follow, I think it's called My Death Space, and it just lists the most random way that people check out. And I was up early this morning, and it said that Kim Jong-un had died, but it was
from a lot of places, but
yeah, it was
who knows?
unconfirmed. Yeah, so North Korea dictator Kim Jong-un reportedly dead after botched heart surgery, and this is TMZ reporting it. you can throw shade at TMZ, but they were the first to report when Kobe Bryant died. And I mean, Harvey, whatever.
They do some very good reporting.
Yeah, I mean,
They do a lot. They do a lot of garbage reporting, but it does channel into a couple.
It generates the clicks, but sometimes a rare nugget of gold slips through there.
I have a feeling pretty much what they say is mostly true. The guy that runs the newspaper is Harvey whatever. What's his last name?
Oh,
he's a pretty big LA attorney.
Okay.
So North Korea's supreme leader, dictator Kim Jong-un, has reportedly died or is on his deathbed with no hope of recuperation, according to media outlets in China and Japan.
Hong Kong satellite TV or some shit was the first. Supposedly.
I heard he was in hiding just because he was afraid of anybody with the shit, and he was just fucking locking himself down in his palace and said, "Fuck you guys, I'll wait till I got bunkers for this shit," and just
that's a valid
just
point.
wait. He's not gonna fucking give his dictatorship up. Fuck no.
Well,
yeah,
the only one that's fed well.
Dead. Oh shit.
So other outlets report citing Chinese medical expert privy to the situation that Kim had clutched his chest in early April, fell down while visiting the countryside there. He needed a stent procedure, but apparently it wasn't done rapidly enough, or it was botched completely by the surgeon, with some reports saying he had shaky hands, and they said he just never recovered.
Well, we all know who's getting the gulag for that one.
That would be
he's already gone.
That would be a high pressure job right there.
No shit.
My hands would be shaking.
Yeah.
A little bit.
If it's not the right anesthesia, if he feels anything, you're dead. Somebody's gonna shoot you.
The next one, which I was hoping Fish would be on for this story because I wanted to hear his opinion. A Louisiana pastor who defied coronavirus orders is asking people to give their stimulus money to the church. It says Pastor Tony Spell launched what he called, it's a hashtag Pastor Spell Stimulus Challenge, asking Americans to donate their government stimulus checks to evangelists, missionaries, music ministers who he said are not receiving offerings in over a month. He said he, his wife, and his son have all donated their checks and added those without a church can donate through his website. Now, the thing about this guy is it's not just his church. Is he recently made headlines because he defied the Louisiana state order of no mass gatherings, and he has a church of over 50,000 people on a 20-acre stretch of land, and still wanting people to come to his service.
You know how expensive it is to insure a Maserati
guy.
This
sounds like a guy who's really in it for the love of the ministry.
Yeah. Listen, you got a Ferrari, a Maserati, and a limo, motherfucker. That costs
and
money.
A hooker. No.
she's in the back.
I mean, I know not all pastors and not all the clergy are shitheads. I was fortunate enough to grow up with some decent ones. But, man, those ones that are shitty really make it rough for the rest of them.
I don't like that Osmond guy. I just
Osteen,
whatever his name is.
Douche.
But there is good pastors, like you said. But
that good slime.
You can't tell me that your 50-room mansion or whatever is important when you're a minister.
Copeland is a terrible one too, and we can get into televangelists like Benny Hinn and
shit. Hey, what's up, man?
What the hell? I can hear you. I've been listening to y'all for a fucking long time, but don't be talking shit about pastors.
We're talking about
I was defending most of them.
We're talking about the millionaire ones.
I'm a Marine pastor. I have been for a long time, and
nice.
And thank God for that.
Okay, Shane. No, so your opinion's valid. So what were?
Oh shoot, we lost him. The hell?
Too political for him. Maybe he'll come back.
Apparently, his opinion is not valid, huh, Jack?
Penalty box.
No, something happened there.
Yeah,
You got
I'm sure
excited
something
to click
happened.
something.
Yeah, so
Well, hopefully he can make it back in.
No, but
Yeah,
he's a pastor, and I understand he's one that goes to the prisons and he helps, and you know what I mean. He's not, but you can't tell me that one guy with the 5 different mansions, different places, is the same thing. It is not.
Exactly.
You're wearing $5,000 suits because you need them for TV. I don't think so.
I think I'm back again.
Hey.
I thought when you
Hey,
started
Shay.
the headline, I thought you were gonna say that he died from corona, because I've seen a few of those too.
Pastors that died of the Rona.
Shane, let me talk to you directly for a minute. We're on a live stream.
Man.
We're on a live stream, so echoes are crazy. If you have a headset, earbuds, can you take a moment and grab them? If not, we'll work with you. But things sound a lot better if you got stuff going in your ears. Is that cool?
Okay, no problem, man. I can put on some Bluetooth.
Booyah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Sounds
that's
awesome.
perfect.
As you can see, we've all learned from that.
Yeah, I've had to pull out dad mode a few times.
I'm new to this whole friggin' podcast bullshit.
It's all good, man.
All right.
Oh, we are
I'm
too.
sorry about my
Everybody
foul
has to-
language to everybody, but I am a Marine. I don't know if Rob talked to any about you guys before he brought me into this whole group here, which I thank you all for letting me become part of it.
Glad to have you here.
Oh, Shay, make no mistakes. You're not part of it yet. You got to prove yourself here.
He's good. I vouch for him. He's one of
Let
my
the
people.
hazing commence.
I prove myself more than times than not. Believe me. I joined the Corps when I was 17 years old, and I was street fighting. Got stabbed and shot before I went in the Marine Corps.
Man.
So you got your stripes. Well, we're a pretty mixed group here. We're about as equal progressive as we are conservative, and the banter is great.
Yeah.
So glad to have you.
Yeah, I've got that on. I've been listening to you guys for a while now. Rob told me a couple weeks ago.
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
Everybody's cool.
Yeah.
Well, Shane, before we move on in this story, I want to just kind of just go over the story we were just talking about, and you being a guy who is a pastor, and I come from a long line of ministers too. So I definitely have much respect for ministers. But the guy we're talking about now, it's Tony Spell. He owns a mega church. He doesn't own it, but he is head minister of a mega church in Louisiana. He's already got popped once by the state for refusing to shut down church services during the corona pandemic. And now he's asking people who are basically without work to donate that $1,200 stimulus to his church. And not even in this story, but after I read this story, something else just came up. There were people protesting outside of his church because he's continuing to hold these church services. And he just yesterday was arrested for trying to run over the protesters.
That doesn't sound very godly.
No.
He got too inspired by God's Not Dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
He tells them, listen, you want to meet Jesus? Stand in front of my car. My Cadillac Gold. As he plays
Got a
Ludacris.
one-on-one connection with the man.
Cadillac skills, Cadillac bills.
Definitely.
To do. Oh, sorry there.
Speed bump.
Listen,
Okay.
I think I would hit a protester. I would not deal with that. Somebody standing in front of my car. I would be too tempted to throw him on the hood. Oh no, it's straight ahead.
Well, Shane's gone again. Well, maybe we'll get him back. I think he's probably has some connection issues.
Yeah.
So the next story we have is coming out of Crystal Lake, Illinois. A Niles man has been, the headline, man caught peeing on Crystal Lake shop rug, had no explanation. A Niles man has been cited by police. No explanation. No, this is a funny story. A Niles man had been cited by police after he was caught on camera urinating on a rug just after 12:30 p.m. Monday at a local business, according to Crystal Lake Police. Jim Costa, 69, was identified by police Thursday as the man seen on surveillance video. And it's a long article, but what this guy did, this knucklehead, he walked into a business and asked it, and he was a roofing guy, and asked if they had any leaks. And they said, no, we're good. And so he left the store and then came back later and looked and said, no, you do have a leak. Your floor is wet. And so they checked the surveillance camera and they saw him peeing in that spot just so he can get a roofing
I can give him points for ingenuity there. There's some lazy fuckers out there, and that's a plan that probably works 8 out of 10 times.
Works smarter, not harder.
The funniest. Yeah, go ahead.
He could have just brought in like a little one of those little bottles of water.
Something.
He could have done that. Just dumped out a bottle of just spilled some ammonia, right?
Because also ammonia. Pee's kind of noticeable, you know. At some point, if someone had to clean up what they thought was a leaky roof puddle, then they'd go, "Wait a second, we don't have a leak. We have an animal loose in our business."
Especially if you're dehydrated. It smells.
Pisser running amok.
You're right, Tom.
Yeah, so
we've got a mad pisser on the loose.
Oh, I'm back, everybody. I didn't want to.
Whoa! Yes, you are.
No, that's dangerous. So it turns out in Illinois, for whatever reason, it's not a punishable crime. It's only a citation.
Oh,
so he was given.
I'm moving to Illinois.
So he was given
not too far from Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
Speaking of Illinois,
that's
right?
where Jason.
Is that what you said?
I know, right? Yeah.
No, Crystal Lake's actually by me. It was in New Jersey. It wasn't too far away.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of them.
Crystal Lake's in New Jersey.
But there's one in Illinois too.
Mm. But the
like,
one for the movie,
Mhm.
the one for the movie that they filmed is probably a half hour, 45 minutes from me.
Gotcha.
But Illinois, on your top 10 news thing, I read something today that Illinois is going to sue China for coronavirus.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, exactly. But I did read that.
I try to sue China over that crap.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Hey, Shane, what kind of microphone are you speaking into?
I got a Bluetooth headset.
You sound like a Dalek.
Sound like a robot.
A Dalek.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I turn this shit on.
Yeah.
You got a plug-in one? Like a plug-in headset?
Oh, I don't think that would be the issue. I think it's the Wi-Fi connection. Maybe it looks like he's outside now.
No. He's inside. He just turned the light off.
Oh.
I can see the ceiling.
Oh.
Hey, Shane, I'm going to keep you muted just for a couple minutes until I get through the news, and hopefully you can work out your audio issues. Glad to have you. Hopefully we can just get the audio issues worked out. We are recording right now. So, all right. So we're going to keep you in the room. And this is another story I wish Josh had been here for, but so the entire U.S. Box office this weekend came from one single theater, and that was in Ocala. And Ocala, it's in Florida. It's I guess about an hour north of Tampa.
Okay.
And it's a drive-in. There's only one drive-in open in the country right now that is showing first run theater or first run movies, and it brought in a whopping $33,000 this weekend.
Well, that's not bad for one place.
Yeah, $33,456 is what they brought in, and that's the only. Okay, it looks like Shane might be
good now.
In a better place, so let's bring him back.
Connection looks more stable on the video.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, well, he's muted himself. So yeah.
Brother, down at the bottom.
Hey,
there it goes.
All right, cool. No, man, a lot better. Sounds a lot better. Last story of today. It says, yes, people are masturbating more in quarantine. In news that should surprise no one, masturbation is among the leading lockdown pastimes. Suffice to say, people have a lot more time on their hands these days, and many of those hands are keeping themselves
That's
occupied.
not all they got in their hands.
Yeah, with one particular activity, and I'm not talking about making sourdough for obvious
All I can
reasons.
say is that, from my point of view as a Marine, it's either I got a gun in my hand or my dick in my hand. Or my wife.
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
Yes. One is for shooting, one is for fun.
Right.
Yeah, in a recent survey that was done, they say it was a survey done by Trojan. 36% of young adults between 18 and 24 say they have been playing whack-a-mole more since social distance began.
18 to 24 is definitely whacking age.
Yeah. They have nothing to do. They say, according to this, since the quarantine, this survey has seen a 37% increase in popularity. So, dun, 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 that's the news as we know it. Thank you for sticking around. Yeah.
All I have to say is, when I was 18 to like 24, I was in the Marine Corps and I jerked my dick everywhere.
Beat it like you owed it.
Every country, all around the world. Right next to guys, didn't care. Right in the shitter, right next to them, didn't care. Other guys were doing it too. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Tom, I have a story. And do you remember the story?
Is this hitting me in a room?
No. When I attacked Buddy's bed.
Wow.
So Tom had a roommate, Buddy.
Is this another animal rape story?
No, it's not an animal rape story.
It was a human roommate.
Yes, it was a human roommate. So Tom's roommate, Buddy, notoriously treated me like a little brother. And this guy got me every time he could get me. Anytime there was anything going on, he made sure whatever way he could stick it to me, he stuck it to me. It was all in good fun, but I had the
not doing phrasing anymore.
What's that? I had wait. Before I finish the story, anyone got a shot they want to do with me?
Shot?
Yes, sir.
I wish I finished all mine earlier.
All right. Well, we can all take a drink. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right.
Nice.
It's a good thing we're live and I'm telling the story.
Good.
So this guy always got me back. But Buddy, Tom knows Buddy. I know Buddy. We love Buddy. But Buddy he was always giving it to me. And one day, not like that. And,
I'm sorry, my bum hurts today. Please, not again.
So I was 18, 19 at the time. And Tom...
Yeah, I thought that was just the Navy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. That shot did not sit well.
Oh, here he goes.
That's what he said?
Yeah, that's what she said, too.
I think.
Get up and do some jumping jacks. It'll help it settle in.
Yeah,
no, I'm good.
It had to be better than the wine that one girl tried to regurgitate in our mouth way back in Cape Cod back in the day.
That's another show where we'll tell that story after Fish gets off. Oh my gosh, that was one of the worst nights of my life.
What was it? Cut out of the show already?
No. We just don't have time for that story tonight. It's a long, terrible story.
It started in New Bedford and
Can't hear nobody all of a sudden.
Oh. So anyway, should I finish my story or is it done?
Do it.
No, go ahead.
Finish it.
Sorry.
Finish it.
Sorry. I apologize.
No, it's fine. So Tom's in his room and his roommate's gone. buddy,
hear you.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, I am gonna get this dude back.
Can't
And
hear nobody.
We can hear you, brother.
All right, I'll try again.
No.
All right, this story is just not meant to be told.
Do it. Power
it.
through it.
Yes,
got
now
this.
you have to.
So
You can't just end it with "he was giving it to you and giving it to you." That can't be where it ends.
We must have full release.
there was definitely full release of this story.
Skeet skeet, motherfucker. All skeet skeet, goddamn.
So I walk in Tom's room and I'm like, "What are you guys doing?" He's like, "Listening to music, reading a book." And it's a standard dorm room setup. You got 4 walls, 2 beds, and some closets. There's nothing. It's just it's a dorm room.
Right.
And I see Buddy's not in there, and I'm like, man, today I'm getting this fucker back. So he actually was in San Francisco at the time. I do remember that much. And so Tom's just reading his book, not paying attention to me at all. And what I decided to do, because, and I'm gonna tell you, because I went this route because it was my responsibility, because we had these projects we were doing all around the West Coast, and we had to constantly set things up with these site sponsors. And I was on a phone call one time trying to get a project done for us, and Buddy walks in front of me with my pillow while I'm on the phone, and he's just waving his pillow in front of me, my pillow in front of me, and I didn't know what he was gonna do. And then he just shoves my pillow down his pants, completely down his pants in his underwear, and then he starts flossing. He starts flossing my pillow, and I'm like, oh. And I'm on the phone trying to like get some volunteer service done with these people, and I didn't care. And I'm like, you fuck, and then I just hung up with these people. And I just knew from then on, I was like, that's it. I'm getting him back. So I walked in Tom's room that day. Buddy wasn't there. Tom's Tom. If you don't know Tom, I know you guys don't know Tom, but Tom can zone out like no other. Tom listening to music, reading a book, he's in another world, and I know he's oblivious to what I'm doing. So I'm like, all right, Buddy's gone. Tom's in his zone. I'm getting Buddy back now. And so I commence to relieving myself, pleasuring myself.
Oh, God.
All over Buddy's bed. All over Buddy's bed. I attacked his sheets. I attacked his pillow. Everything. I got it all over everything.
Spray ropes.
And the thing is like after I was finished, Tom's still reading his book. I'm like, okay, I gotta leave now. Tom's like, why? And I told him what I just did when I was like 3 feet from him the whole time. And Tom's like, what? You just did that right next to me? And I'm like, yeah, completely.
I would have left.
Yeah, that's just it. Tom said I could have gone outside and had a smoke. I'm like, no, it's better that you're here.
No explanation. You could have been like, hey, can I have 5? I'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's a definite 5-minute call, man. You don't skeet by somebody. If I turned around and saw somebody skeeting on the bed, I'd be a little nervous. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
It was a revenge. It was a revenge tactic.
That would be even worse because you're angrily fucking stroking it. So you're like, fuck you fucking prick.
I think on some level, I sensed that you were fucking with his bed, like, but I assumed that it was none of my business. I would have no part of it. So I was pulling. I was like, I see, you know. But like, you went above and beyond, man.
That was some probably definite chafing after that, man.
You know, it's a strange coincidence, Tom. The long hair that Buddy had, right after that happened, he shaved his head. And he said it was for another reason, but he shaved his head that same weekend.
Did you like
I think I
something
got
about
to
marry
him.
him?
I think I got to him.
Well,
I got to him.
I think the question was when did he find out?
Immediately, because he saw the damage. He saw it.
What's on my bed?
Listen, I can't believe you had enough damage to do the whole bed and the pillow. Like that's just a lot of damage. That's like something that's like from a movie or something. I don't know.
From a lot of movies.
Yeah, that's some angry skeet, man. Just kids. It's almost like what was that movie with Adam Sandler with the video games? Remember when he skated all over?
Something About Mary.
No, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler wasn't in that.
Oh, Adam Sandler.
With the game, and the guy had the tiger that he bought. Grandma's Boy.
Adam Sandler was in Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, it was an Adam Sandler movie, but he wasn't.
He produced it.
But it was.
I never saw that.
The guy took the doll into the bathroom and he started skating. And then he went all over the mom when she walks in the room, and she was like, "Oh!" She got squirted down because she just happened to open the bathroom at that time. And she pretended like she hated him.
That may not have made you want to watch the movie, but still,
we have two comments.
Someone named Edward Cologne.
Yeah, he's one of my military. He's one of my military buddies.
Oh yes, yeah, Zippy looking nice over there.
Okay, and Jeff we have Jeff looking comfy. Who's that by? It's just his Facebook.
I don't see that one popping up over here yet. Let me click on this shiz. Why isn't it showing me more?
Edward Cologne's a good dude.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, Josh.
Oh, there you
go. Hey, what's going on?
I'm so glad you didn't make the last story.
So Cologne was messaging in, man.
Yeah. Was he?
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff, man. That dude was wild back in the day.
Yeah,
Put down the hot dog. Put down the hot dog.
Put the hot dog down.
What was that about? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Doing a diet with not Franklin, but what was the older guy? The older guy. Not Simpkins.
It's about to get real.
Yeah.
Is this Cologne doing all this?
Put down the hot dog.
He knows what we're talking about.
That's cool.
He was on a diet plan, and he was saying that he couldn't lose weight, and then he was eating a hot dog, and then Cologne was yelling at him, "Put the hot dog down, motherfucker!"
I never knew the origin of that, but he said it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Plus, it was a gay thing that he liked to suck down hot dogs. So.
Yeah, that was probably more of the story that he wasn't letting us know. Hey, Josh. So you muted yourself, dude. Did I mute him?
Yeah, no, he muted himself. I think he was gonna go somewhere for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta deal with kids stuff. You know, just give me a minute.
Oh, cool. I gotta pee.
John,
All
right, wait. So we're about to do Dirt Master Trivia. How many minutes before we do it? It's about to go on.
About 3 minutes.
Give me 5 minutes.
Okay. There we go. Let's talk in 5 minutes.
Okay. Why don't everyone take a restroom breather? We come back and do Dirt Master. Nobody hang up.
Okay.
Somebody stay on and talk. We're live. Who wants to stay on and talk?
I'll stay on and talk.
I can.
Okay. You'll stay on and talk? All right. Talk about whatever, Zippy. Keep them entertained.
Do you have any other? Do you have another meeting famous rock star stories? I got cut off at the beginning.
Yeah, no. My thing is I like to do crazy things, and what happened is I had a shirt that like I went in the military, and then I did construction, and when I started college, there was a lot of freshmen there, and nobody would talk to each other. But I stayed in the dorms because I was like 25 at the time, and I was going to tech school to learn radiology. And the lady's like, "Well, how do we get everybody to talk?" She's like, "Who could we get to get everybody together?" I was like, "I don't give a fuck. I'll go knock on doors. I don't care if I know them." She was like, So she gave me this black shirt, and in white letters, where like you go to clubs, you know how they say security across it? Mine said social director, but it was all in white letters. That's how I got backstage, because it was set up the same as the security shirts. And I told them that. I said, my shirt, nobody reads anything anymore. I said, they just look for black shirt, white lettering. I can get backstage.
Well, and it's such a vague enough title that, you know, like
it starts with
any
that,
place could use a social director, you know, like
and
it's perfect for sneaking into any function. You're like, yes, I'm the social director. You should go have a beer.
Yeah.
That's my job. You go have a beer. You too. You go get a drink.
My my best friend in the whole world, his job is a beer distributor. He sells beer to bars. And like you know what I mean? Like they distribute and you get sales and you do these things and you do promotions and you do taste tests and you do all these things. And I'm like, if I would have known your job existed when I left the military, that's all I would have done. I would have become like a business owner in that by now. Like it's like, to me, like I love like what he does. Like I know it's hard work and you go to talk, but I go with him and the wife gets mad. Like we do taste testing and stuff like that. And I'm like, I got to go to work. She's like, you're not getting paid. I'm like, well,
you're apprenticing. You're apprenticing.
But whatever table we're at, me and Carlos give out the most amount. Everybody's fucking happy. They're buying more at the bar. The numbers are up because we're fucking with people while we're doing it, and they love it. And it's like it's banter back and forth. And I'm like, if you get the girl to buy it, the dude's buying it. You know what I mean? They got a buzz on. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, if you get convinced the girl that she needs it, she'll look at him and say, yo, I want to take a 6-pack or 12-pack with me of this. And they do it every single time. But the problem is see, we're doing this because we have social skills. Majority of the planet right now does not have social fucking skills. They can't talk anything or convince. They want you to do shit for them, but they're not even got a good pitch on why you should help them. So I get that working at my job in graduation. They're like, I need your help. I'm like, well, why do you need my help? What did you do? Why are you in a position where you need help with something?
I don't know what to do.
That's what I get. I'm like, listen, buddy. I understand we all fall on times, but I'm like, guys, talk, convince, show. I'm like, even just bullshit with somebody on some kind of nonsense. 9 out of 10 times they'll help you because they can. I'm like, you just got to back and forth. It's not texting. I'm like, you have to have the face to face.
Eventually, someone will help you just to get you to stop talking.
Mm-hmm. Or to even just start talking. Just talk to me and I'll help you. Tell me what you need. But they can't even tell you what they need majority of the time. You have to figure out what it is. Hey, it seems like you don't have such a shy supportive beer there. I hear the clanking of the bottles.
Oh, yeah, no. I always just load up a little, cooler, like not a cooler, even it's like a lunchbox.
Oh, see.
With beer.
I stay outside and just keep it on the table for now.
Nice.
If it gets warmer.
Oh, shit, this one's fucking foaming over too. God damn it. Must have rattled them too much.
They were clanking. Do you think Jeff's out there calling the dinosaurs in his bathroom? Because I've seen Jeff do that before. We were all at a party and we went back to our buddy Braver's house, and Jeff came out of the bathroom and he goes, dude, I just threw up all over that bathroom. And it was so fucking bad that there was throw up on the ceiling. And I looked in that bathroom and I was like, Jeff, I'm really just telling them, after that party we went to with Rodriguez, the flex party when you threw up all over Braver's bathroom, and there was really throw up on the ceiling.
No, I managed to throw up in a bathing suit that was hanging on a rack above a toilet one time. That's the worst one I've done.
No, there was so much throw up. Braver kicked us out, and he put rubber gloves on, and he was really not sober enough to clean a bathroom, but he said he had a roll of paper towels, and I was like, brother, you better fucking take a pressure washer to that shit because that is not going to help you. I'm like, you got to take a hose because it was all tile, but it was, and Jeff's like, oh. He's like, I'm ready to go home. I'm like, not in my car, motherfucker. You better show him some stats.
Shit.
Yeah, that was a trip. I felt so bad. Yeah, I've never felt so bad for anybody in my entire life when we walked in because he only had one bathroom. He was a one bathroom apartment.
Oh, brutal.
And I was like, yeah, I don't care what he does tonight. It's not going to be ready for tomorrow. His wife wasn't there, but she was coming tomorrow.
What's up?
Man.
All right, we're all here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me just get myself set up, and we can start this.
Yeah, trivia does. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Cologne was looking for his news, his facts.
We came here for
No, there are no facts with our
You
news.
missed them.
We make them up. Yeah.
We are the
very-
facts, Cologne.
We don't check our sources. We write half our news ourselves.
We blindly believe.
The buck stops here. We make up our own shit.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
It's a dictatorship around here.
No, this is our news. Yeah, that's as close to news as we get.
You might get a mad Skeet story. That's the truth.
All right, so you guys are ready. Oh, let me change our banners now. Oh, we got a new comment.
That was me.
This is my kid.
Oh, okay.
For Cologne.
It's my kids.
You should tell him to get on.
Now my oldest is like getting all like emotional and
Better than some
you know,
major news
it's
outlet.
like that pre-puberty kind of mood swings going on. It's just a great time.
Just be glad you don't have a daughter because that shit's coming around and I have nothing to say. Like she'll just look at me and she's like, and I was like, go to bed. I'm sorry, I have I have nothing. I just
yeah. Here's some chocolate.
All right, it is that time again for another round of Dirt Masters Trivia. There we go, Dirt Masters Trivia. All right, here we go. And if you're new to,
write that? Did you write that yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I did completely.
I like that.
Thanks, Tom. So if you're new to Dirt Masters Trivia, it is a round of trivia. Essentially, it's bar trivia. And how we play the game is I will read the question. And once I read the question, the panelist, the guest, the co-host, well, instead of blurting out the answer, will say their name. And when I say their name, I'll call them, and then they have about 5-10 seconds, I don't know, to say the answer. And if they don't get it, then it moves along to the next person. So
here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
I don't know what that was.
Whoa!
Oh, that's some.
I wish
YouTuber.
I just bought a new Lamborghini. That would be fucking nice.
All right, so let me take that weekend news rewind off. There we go. I fixed it. All right, so Dirt Masters Trivia. Here we go. So I will give you 3 words. Now, these 3 words are unrelated, almost, but you need to find the common word that ties or unites all 3 words together. I will say each twice, and after I'm done, then it's your go to try to find the answer that connects all three independent words. Question number, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready.
Okay, ready. Okay, question number 1. These are no longer softball questions as I've been doing before. This is oh, you guys are done. Question number 1. Brandenburg. Concertos Baroque. Brandenburg.
Zippy.
Tom.
Zippy said it first.
German?
Okay, Tom.
Is it what? Wait, is it one word?
Yeah. Brandenburg Concertos Baroque. What word ties them together?
Brahms.
No, sorry, that's the wrong one. Yeah, that's wrong.
Whoa, hold on a second. There's a whole lot of chaos.
Yeah. So, the answer, Brandenburg Concertos Baroque. The answer was not Brahms.
It's music.
Bach. It was Bach. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, the second one, a little more easy. Francis, Kevin, and Max. Francis.
John. Bacon.
John, number 1. You can't let John keep taking this. John's 2-0, man. All right. So, question number 3. Alec, Stephen,
John.
Zippy.
John got John. I heard John
Baldwin.
first. Okay. Number 4. Basket, foot, and
Josh.
base. Josh.
Ball.
Josh. Okay. Question number 5. Giselle, Nutcracker, and Cinderella. Giselle, Nutcracker, Tom.
Ballet.
Good job, Tom. Question number 6. Monopoly, property, avenue.
Zippy.
Zippy.
Real estate?
Question number 6. A monopoly, property, avenue.
John. Broadway.
Zippy? Can I do it again?
Do it again. The answer is Baltic. There is a recurring theme here.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 7. Largemouth, smallmouth, striped.
John.
Zep.
John.
Bass.
Yes.
All right. Question number 8. Green, black, navy. Green, black, navy.
John.
John
Bean.
again is killing it. John
I
again is
got
killing it. All right. Symphony number 9.
John. Beethoven.
All right. It is an unfair advantage that John is killing you guys every single time.
Listen, lick dick, skeet.
All right. The next one, I have a feeling John will not get. I don't know if anyone will get it. Josh might get it. Question number 10. Poppins, chimney, sweet.
Zippy. Oh, shit.
Jesus, Zippy.
I don't know. England?
John. Bed knobs and broomsticks?
The movie was Mary Poppins.
Yes, but that has nothing to do with a bee.
But the person who said it was Bert.
Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, fuck your face.
It was Bert.
When I first chimed in, I thought Mary Poppins, but I was like, that doesn't begin with a B. Everything was B.
Okay. Next question. Next question.
Bullshit question. B.
Giant Trek Huffy.
John.
John.
Bike.
Damn it.
That was your question, Josh.
I know.
I put that in there.
I think there's a delay in there. I really think there's a delay.
You just think too long. So
I'll
John
blame
got
it
it
on the
again.
delay.
Okay. All right.
Flag.
Question number 12. Bathgate Bones Kid. Bathgate Bones Kid.
Tom.
Tom.
Pirate. Yeah.
Gives it a B. It's got to be something with a B.
Oh, Tom.
Board
I know.
has-
I know it. I know it. I know it.
Did you already go, Tom?
Billy.
Oh, yeah.
You only get one turn?
Yeah, I'll give it to her. I'll give it to you,
It's
Tom.
Billy.
Yeah,
Billy?
Billy, what's the Billy
the
thing?
kid.
Billy Bathgate.
Oh.
Billy Bathgate's an excellent gangster film. And
Billy Bathgate? I've never heard of that shit.
Me
Yeah,
neither.
me neither.
Billy Bathgate's got Dustin Hoffman in it. He takes this guy under his
When
wing.
did that happen? 1974?
1992. Maybe 91.
Man.
Yeah, Billy.
Maybe 76. We don't know.
No,
Trust. I've never heard of this.
Bruce Willis. It's a book, and Bruce Willis is in the movie. Dustin Hoffman's in the movie. I want to say it's Matthew Modine, but I don't think that's right. Lauren Dern, yeah, is in
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look this up, man.
Billy Bathgate's a good movie.
All right.
And Penelope Ann Miller, who is in Carlito's Way, is also in Billy Bathgate.
Carlito's Way. She was like a.
Steve Buscemi's in it too. And Nicole Kidman.
Maybe it was Nicole Kidman that was in it. Maybe that was Nicole Kidman that was in it.
Listen, highly suspect.
Nah, it's a movie. And they all start with B's. Okay, number 13. Amethyst, turquoise, and ruby.
John. Birthstone.
Ooh, yes.
There you go. Question number 14. And there's only 21. Question number 14. Flag, keys, crows. Flag, keys, crows.
Oh,
Zippy?
Josh.
Is it black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Josh.
Nice.
All right. 15. A positive, A negative.
Zippy.
John.
Blood types.
Types, yes.
16. Whale, cheese, and jeans.
John.
John.
Blue.
That's correct. We're gonna take a deep now. I see a bunch of comments. Can somebody hit the comments up because I can't do trivia in the comments.
John, sorry, he's too sober. I can assure you, John is not too sober.
Okay, we don't. Hey, we can. Okay, so let's get through the trivia, and then we'll get through all the comments right when trivia is over.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay,
sorry.
All right. No. You're fine. I just looked and I saw we have 10 comments pending, and I want to get to them. Wait, we have somebody that's. Wait, hold on. Somebody
backstage?
is. No, nobody's backstage.
I don't think the comments are needing to be commented back on. It's just comments Cologne's making, I believe.
Yeah, no, I think it's funny. Hell
Yeah.
No, well, I'm gonna read them all. Like
no, I'm reading them while I'm doing it, but I don't think there's anything.
Let's get. We'll get to them after.
We love you, Cologne. Just know that, brother.
Okay, it's probably.
We hear you.
Okay. Question number 16. Oh no, I just said 16. Question number 17. Brady, Bunch, and Boy.
Zippy. Boston.
What?
Brady? Bunch and Boy? I don't know. It sounds like Bunch.
No. Brady, Bunch, and Boy.
Oh, I got Josh. It's Tom.
Okay.
It's got to be given a
I
B.
said it. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's got to be with a B.
Oh, with a B.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed
Everything
that.
starts with a B.
Bobby Brady. Did anyone
Oh,
watch a
man.
Brady Bunch besides me?
No?
Yeah, but
Well,
Not really.
That was a long
Well,
fucking
yeah,
time
what's-
ago.
yeah,
I
exactly.
Yeah.
burned those cells a long time ago, brother.
All
it's
right.
Bobby
all right.
Bunch.
What's that?
Bobby Bunch. Yeah. I
Who's
don't know.
Bobby Bunch?
Bobby.
Bunch.
No. Brady, Bunch, Boy. Bobby.
Oh, so it was all
Bobby
I
was a
get
boy
it.
on the
I
Brady
get
Bunch.
it.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Makes sense now.
Next.
Shenanigans.
I'm not keeping track of points. You guys all have 1,000. So question number 18, and we only going to 21. Dalton, Craig, Connery,
John
John.
Bond.
Yes.
There we go. Question number 19. And
quick
Zippy,
on
this one is more up your alley. Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan. Queens, Brooklyn,
John.
Manhattan. John.
Burroughs.
Ooh.
There we go. Question number 20. Chala, Nan, and Pumpernickel. Chala, Pan, and Zippy.
Bread.
There you go.
Fuck yeah, I got one.
All right.
Taking a
All
shot
right.
for that shit.
Question number. Oh, you know what? After I finish this question, we're gonna read the comments, and then I have a question for you, Josh and Zippy. So question number 21 is Cheers, Newberry Fenway. Cheers, Newberry Fenway.
Choose Newberry Fenway.
Cheers.
John. Bars.
Oh, Josh. Boston.
Duh.
Oh.
You got it.
Josh.
So Josh got 21. I wasn't keeping track of points, but I don't know. You're all losers in my book. All right.
We're all winners here, god damn it.
Okay, so the question to Josh and Zippy. So Zippy, when we used to live in Massachusetts, a few times I drove down to your house, and we passed through New Haven. And Josh, you also used to live in Connecticut. What city did you live in Connecticut? Or you lived in Connecticut, right?
Yeah, I lived in Groton and then New London.
I went to
Okay. So because I am a pizza connoisseur, I recently read something that New Haven has its own style of pizza that's different from all other pizzas in the U.S.
Yeah, it's Pepe's, right? Isn't that the name of it? Something like that.
Well, it's not just one. It's the town itself has a unique style of pizza, and I don't know if you've had New Haven pizza before.
No,
but
not that I can. No, we went. There's like some super famous place down there, and we went to go try it one time, but it was like a 2-hour wait to get a pizza. So I was like, I like pizza, but to me, no pizza's that good. Sorry, I'm not waiting 2 hours for a pizza.
Listen, I go to New York for pizza, and there's no better pizza there than the guys who make it right there. They give it to you right on the corner thing, and I mean, I'm sure that shit is dead now, but man, when I've wandered around New York City since I was 16 because I got served alcohol because I had a beard. Nice. And I used to be able to buy 40s in places for my friends, and we walked once from Queens Circle to Times Square, which is a far distance, and I was getting 40s everywhere because they'd be like, "Are you 21?" I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, don't ask me that shit again." And they were like, "Okay."
Which you look like a baby back then, dude.
Yeah, but I handed them cash. I handed them cash, and they didn't care. That's what spoke money. I would put it down. I would put the cash on the thing. I'm like, and they'd be like, "All right, go." And I mean, the cops caught us a few times, and they're just like, "Dump it out." Then we went to another one and got some more. So it was just
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
I just remember like My first port call was.
Oh, John, you have a fan. Look, John's already got a fan. Yeah, we don't even have any followers, and John's got a fan. That's so cute.
That's funny.
And Zippy, you need more buzz. Obviously, the case that you brought with you that you showed earlier is not enough.
No. He was saying buzz as in the buzz into the game.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that what it is? Okay.
Your backlog, brother.
Okay. Well, now I'm trying to catch up on all of these.
No. I don't. I keep them up, so I've been watching them as they go up.
Okay. Let me. If this is the one I want to show. Yeah. So let's keep that up. All right. So this is what I want to get into next, and it's something that I posted earlier this week. And let me see if I can get back to where I need to get back. Okay. So this is my plan.
Ooh.
Let me share my screen.
Tell him.
Okay.
Preach.
So, dude, I'm honestly trying. Oh, here we go. Screen share.
Do it.
Okay. Since we are the Dirt Sailors, I say at some point this year we do an Airbnb
On a pirate ship?
on this pirate ship. It's a pirate ship. The only drawback to this pirate ship is it's in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Where the fuck is there
Hey,
water in Minnesota? That's what I don't know.
That's like
It's on it.
that's
It's
like
not sailing.
that's like 2.5 hours north of me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's good for Tom. I mean, it's going to be out of the way for everyone. Well,
Listen, I want to go on a
What?
pirate ship on the fucking water. I fucking call maritime law, and then we can fucking do whatever we want.
Take to the sea. 15 miles out.
Maritime law,
So
protect the innocent, because we are not.
hold on. What currency is this that I'm looking at?
What does it say?
It-
You gotta enlarge it. Like,
No, it's like
I
That's
can't
pound?
really.
Hang
No,
on.
that's
Or
not a
rupees?
pound.
well,
Is that
bro,
rubies?
you're on a you're not on an American website there.
Well, you know what it is? I have a VPN that I run off of.
yeah, listen, that's how they
Yeah.
kill you in
Yeah.
Minnesota. They say, just come to our Minnesota boat. This is legal, but use fucking foreign tender. Yeah, fuck that place.
Oh, this one, it's on the Mississippi River.
Yeah, but it is on the Mississippi River, but
$3.50 a
no,
night,
no.
Jeff.
Bless you, John.
$3.50 a night. Okay, so $3.50 a night.
Yeah.
So not only should we get this for a few days, but we should do a podcast out of this.
Livecast.
Yeah, from there. That would be amazing. That would be on a pirate ship, drinking our swill.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I loved the cruise ships, and I thought
I call the hammock bed. Just call it right now.
it's whoever
Oh,
gets
shit,
there
yeah.
first.
One
bitchy.
queen bed, one hammock bed. It's hilarious.
No, I'm looking at the pictures on it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm not saying we can do it today, but I'm saying that is something that as we progress, I think that is something we should definitely.
I said we
Look
take it
into
over and just pirate their fucking foreign tender and just say, hey, it's a fucking mutiny on the bounty, motherfucker. We got your shit.
Oh, dear
I
me.
am your captain now.
Look at me.
So John, you shared a story earlier about Mike Tyson. What exactly was that one
Yeah,
about?
buddy. Mike Tyson, I think it said he was 53 and is looking to make a comeback in boxing, like for charity events, not as a serious contender.
I still would not want to take a punch from that man.
Fuck no. Hell no.
No.
But
That
at
dude
the
is
same
still
time,
a
he's been
beast.
watching Rocky on fucking coronavirus TV, watching, and he's seeing all these different Rockies, how Rocky came back in his old age. But you're right.
Mike
I
Tyson's
don't think any of these
still a
boxing
beast,
pussies can
man.
take his boxing punch, because you know what? Boxing has dropped since the UFC took over.
Oh, yeah.
no doubt.
90% of the people that I know that we go to watch fights, nobody watches a boxing. The only boxing one I watched was McGregor and what's his name?
Mayweather.
Yeah, and that was
I still watch that. I still pirated that thing.
But that was
I watched it live
because McGregor wasn't a boxer. He could not
I
last.
still would
the long-
love to see, if him and Mayweather fought MMA style.
Oh, it wouldn't
Yeah.
even last.
God.
It wouldn't even
World's
last
most
30
one-sided
seconds.
ass kicking. Yeah, that
Because
would
he
be
said,
just
if you
brutal.
give me a knee to the face,
No,
I
he
get
did
both
one leg
first.
Tiger
kick.
knee, bitch.
No,
One
but
leg
he.
kick. That's it.
But that was part of that.
Like,
Like if you do
Leg
anything
just seizes up.
or kick wise, like even by accident, I get both purses. But both of those motherfuckers made like 500 million and 300 million.
It was a lot. It was a stupid amount.
So
I
why-
saw. Do you know who Dan Blizzard is?
Yeah.
I say his name. Yeah,
Yeah,
he.
Dan
Dan Blizzard. That dude is crazy. First off, I saw Mike Tyson on Joe Rogan, and Mike Tyson talked about how he doesn't think he could ever box again, just because he became a different. He likes who he is now, and once he starts training, he
was
becomes an animal.
He
Yeah,
was
that's what he said. That's what he said.
That's why he
love
bit,
watching old Tyson fights.
Holy
But-
Jesus.
like he lost his mind.
Yeah, but one of so Tyson was also on Joe Rogan, which is you guys got to watch that episode.
Which
It was good.
Yeah,
Tyson.
Tyson's podcast is pretty cool too.
Hot boxing with Mike.
Did you
Watched a
watch
little
his
bit of it.
like his one man show he did on HBO? I think it's like a
No,
Broadway
but I watched
show.
the shit out of Mike
That was
Tyson's Mystery
really
on
good.
Adult Swim.
Yeah.
I love that
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Show was great.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't know who put
Talk-
the thing
talk
up
about-
once. I don't know if it was Jeff or something at one time that said, "What would you pick to do?" And I picked like '90s Mike Tyson for something because I was like,
Ooh.
if you did anything with '90s Mike Tyson, whatever you did was paid for that night because that motherfucker spent money like no other.
Yeah, man. He
He was,
MC Hammer.
yeah. No, but
It's
it's.
true.
I mean, they hired everybody. They hired all their friends. They were told to do what they do. But I mean, you know what? MC Hammer's doing what he's doing. I don't know, but Mike Tyson seems
Last
to
I
be
heard he was
okay.
a pastor.
Yeah.
No. You want to see some gnarly shit. Okay, so Mike Tyson, no, let me take that back. Third Base, MC Search from Third Base has a story, and you should YouTube it. He was on Ed Lover's podcast, and so Third Base, MC Search from Third Base goes on that podcast, and he starts talking about old beefs. And he starts talking about, he dropped a line in one of his songs that was not related, according to him, to MC Hammer's mother. But MC Hammer thought it was a pop shot at his mother.
What?
And so MC Search from New York goes out to LA, where Hammer is from. And this is the time where Hammer's in Death Row Records. And
different
Like
motherfuckers.
so, yeah,
his comeback.
But
Yeah.
Tupac was there at that time too. So it was.
So Hammer heard that MC Search, the East Coast guy, was coming to LA, and Hammer was trying to flex. And he got
Hammer was ripped at that time. That dude was huge.
Yeah, so he got the LA Crips involved with it and said MC Search isn't going to make his trip back. And MC Search had his entourage. He had his wife and kids with him. He had all this crap. He was like in the air landing and got a phone call that said, okay, Hammer wants to kill you. And
he's a preacher. I would have been scared. I'm not scared.
Strange
He was,
thing.
so he wasn't worried.
I think like a Carrot Top putting out a hit on a comedian.
No,
I think everyone else at Death Row was making fun of his pants, so he had something to prove.
Huge chip on his shoulder.
So
Sorry, Jeff.
MC Search didn't take it as a credible threat. And he goes out to a shopping mall, and all of a sudden he's surrounded by Crips. And he realized the threat was real. Phone calls were made at that time. Things were diffused. And it got to the point where one guy who was in charge of everything says, I can squash everything right now at the moment, but at the Billboard Music Awards, you have to let me sit next to Michael Jackson. And if you can watch Ed Lover MC Search podcast, and they talk about it. So during the Billboard Music Awards, some kingpin gangster that Michael Jackson doesn't know is sitting next to him in the Billboard Music Awards, and that was all to get MC Search out of LA alive. It's an insane story. It's an insane story. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. So we are going to move on to our next segment. It's this section of the show is. Let me remove this banner. Next segment of the show, it's all good or no way, man. And if you haven't played this before, I list a topical discussion, and your response is it's all good or it's no way, man. And if you're watching, call us on our phone. It's a Google Voice number. I don't got your real number. This isn't my real number. So call and show if you want to interact with the guys. The topic is it's all good or no way, man. I'm going to list a topic. You respond either way. So we have, now that the coronavirus is, who knows where it is right now. I don't necessarily believe that it's squashed. I think we're doing a good job on circumventing it by everybody staying inside so nobody's catching it like they thought. But I think it's a very credible threat. That being said, the economy needs to go back. People want to start doing normal things, and they're talking about, as of this week, opening beaches, opening parks. Do we say it's all good or no way, man? I say I don't give a fuck. It's all good. Open shit back up. Open, like, let people have some sanity. Let people go to parks, walk around, let people enjoy their lives. It's depressing staying in the house all the time. And whether it's legal or not, I don't know. But I think we need to start getting out and being active again. It's just healthy. Regardless of what the risk is out there, it's healthy. So who wants to take the floor from here? Is it all good or is it no way, man?
Zippy.
Zippy. Okay, let me 1 second. Okay, Zippy. All good or no way, man?
I say no way. And that's
Why are you saying no way?
I'm saying because most people are not intelligent enough to realize that this is going to cause them the downfall. They're going to wind up getting sick. They're going to try to look for somebody to blame. And I think as long as somebody can be sued, like at a restaurant, you go there, you get sick, people will try to sue them to say that they got sick on something, but you can't prove if it's their cooking or the coronavirus or you going out, that all of it has to stop. If you're going to go out, you have to take it at your own risk, but I don't think people are willing to do that going out. Until
people are willing to go out, though. People, that's why people are willing.
But if they get sick, they're going to want to sue somebody, and they want somebody to pay for their misfortune because most people don't want to work.
Okay.
That's a broad statement. I feel like.
Okay, wait. So John, I'll go to you next. So John, so they're opening parks, they're opening beaches. So where your counterpoint, is it all good or is it no way, man?
Oh, I don't really care. I'm fine with it. I mean, the way I look at it, here's the way I look at it. If you're worried about it enough, you'll stay home. And if you're not worried about it, well, then either you're probably going to be safe or maybe we don't need you. I'm just kidding about that part.
No.
But, I mean, but at the same time, I get Zippy. I totally get where Zippy's coming from with the, maybe some people just aren't thinking about it enough. You know what I mean? I get that. So I don't know, though. I'm fine with it because I'll still stick around at home because, well, I'm laid off anyways. What the fuck else am I going to do?
Listen, I would go with it if people would know that it's a risk to do it. Like almost if you go to some place, sign a paper. You can't fucking sue them.
I feel like by now, well, okay, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but also, just
I'd
we
be
do have a
worried about
problem
that
with,
if I was a
being
business
overly
owner.
litigious in this country, but it's also partly to blame because we let attorneys advertise so freely.
Yeah,
It's like a thing that's not
there's
common in
fucking
other countries.
Maury
That's
Povich
crazy.
motherfucking attorneys that'll sue anybody for anything.
Oh yeah, it's true. It's true.
Fucking Maury Povich.
You are
They're
not
on there,
father.
man. I'm not kidding. Jerry Springer kind of shit.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
listen, if I own a business,
It's true.
I'm serious. I can tell you it's protected as far as you come to me. But
Yeah,
then
make people,
after that,
if you're too worried about it, make people sign a fucking waiver. I've heard of a lot of places where they would at least take your temperature before
yeah.
you go in somewhere. So
But
yeah,
I mean,
power
it's
to
gonna
those
be
people too,
collective.
protecting their asses like that.
You got to, because you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Insurances are gonna fucking not pay you
Oh, I'm
if
sure.
something happens. They're looking for any clause. They want their monthly payments, but
Like I should clarify too on my point. I think it's fucking stupid for people to just want to go out just to go out, but at the same time, like I get it.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with staying at home, so I'm going to stay at home.
But if you're a
But
business and you want to stay open, you have to protect your ass. Like you
Oh,
really
totally.
have to make sure that you can't, because you're gonna get somebody who could have had it and then comes and gets your shit and be like, "Yo,
Right.
this motherfucker's gonna pay me so I
totally
can
get
stay
somebody
home
wanting
more."
to protect their shit like that. Yeah, I totally
Because
get
more
that.
people are making more not going to work right now.
I mean, you
than
say
they
that,
are.
man, but I don't agree
It's a
with you. You're
$600.
painting with broad strokes.
No,
Painting with
no.
really broad strokes, bro.
Well, listen, people who make good money, I understand that you do good, you do your job, but
This is
I
like
know-
Schrodinger's welfare queen. Like they both simultaneously. I don't know.
I
Okay, let me
physically-
wait.
no,
Zippy,
hold on,
Zippy,
hold on, hold on.
Zippy,
I
Zippy.
physically-
Sorry, I just muted you, Zippy.
Oh.
No, sorry, no, I muted you, Zippy, because Josh wanted to make a point,
Oh.
and so Joshua. So they're opening up beaches and parks, and I'm just about to unmute you, Zippy. So Josh, they're opening up beaches and parks. So, in your opinion, is this all good or is it no way, man? And
I'd
Zippy,
say-
you're unmuted now.
It all good. First off, I'm tired of everything being closed. I want to go out and ride my bike in some of the parks around here, and to close them, I think was a little much. But I was gonna say Zippy's like thinking that every person that's getting unemployment right now is some like scam artist, and like
no,
like I'm not a super like liberal guy, but
right.
you know, a lot of these people are just laid off and aren't getting paid because, well, everything's closed right now. They're not just scamming the system.
No,
Listen,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm not
Exactly.
saying right now. What I'm saying is
Your
that
cat is like crooked.
what I'm saying is that people are making money right now. But my problem is what I would be worried about. Like parks, you're riding your bike through. You're not stopping. You're not doing it. The problem with the
Valid.
beaches is motherfuckers are sitting there and having their fucking lunch and partying and barbecuing and doing
you
all those
forget
things
that
you're not supposed
this
to.
is America, and if I want to go to the beach, I don't care what's going on. I'm gonna go
But
to the
then
beach and sit down.
don't-
You know what I mean? Like
But
that's
you
my
can't
decision.
blame somebody for that
And-
if you
and-
do that.
and
And
you
that's what I'm
can't.
trying to say. It's just
I haven't heard
Yes.
anything, and I'm in the news all the time about anyone getting sued because they caught coronavirus
because it's
a place was
early,
open.
but that's what's going to
No,
happen
Shane.
eventually.
I can't.
Yeah, it's not early,
that's
man. We're
never
several
gonna
months
happen.
into it.
I guarantee you,
No.
100%.
When they open it,
I
that's
would
the
give you
worry.
$10,000 if that happens.
Majority of the businesses
I guarantee
is
you
what,
it's
that's
not
what
gonna
they're worried
happen.
about. Okay.
I understand
I'll
what
bet
you're
you.
saying, but I think you're like way out there. You're way in
Here's
left
No,
the
field.
other thing too. Like even if we do open these places back up, like there's going to be so many people who are still wanting to stay at home, so it's
Yeah.
still going to be
No,
vastly less crowded.
All right. All right.
Tom,
something I think-
Tom, how do you feel about
Yeah,
this?
let's hear from Tom.
I say no way, man. But
Understandable.
I think people, need to stay in. I mean, it's about the more people that are out, the more it's going to spread. We're still, it's not leveling off yet. We're still seeing
But
more and
the
more
thing-
cases. So
I think
it's
it
like-
has to decrease for 2 weeks. I think that's the goal to be able to
Well,
open up.
and also, I think a lot of what we're talking about is people are going to have to change their behavior when we start going out again. You
It's
know,
gonna
like,
be
yeah,
get used to masks.
there's nothing. Yeah, masks all the time, 6 feet. I mean, there's some things that you're not going to be able to do at a beach. You can't just have everyone go gang up around a campfire, you know. But maybe you could figure out how to play some volleyball if you're not too close to each other. I don't know how it's going to work.
That's a good
But it's
point.
like we still go to the stores, and we've changed our behavior going to the store to do our shopping. It's just going to be.
But
people will have to do that, and the problem is that people don't.
Yes,
and then we're going to see way more cases, way more deaths, and a lot of it is.
The few times I've gone out, it hasn't been too bad. People have been staying away from each other. That's
but
just
nobody can go out now, though. Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to.
Well,
I don't know. You can't really
here
tell
in
much of a
Iowa,
difference
there's
down here.
still no here in Iowa. There's still no official lockdown, which is I think is crazy. But like, and a lot of people aren't wearing masks. A lot of people just aren't wearing them, and I'd say still I see more and more people wearing them, but it's pretty slow.
I'm in Pennsylvania, and even the 24-hour stores say if you don't have a mask on, you can't get in.
Yeah.
Oh no shit!
It's like,
see, they're not enforcing anything like that here in Indiana.
They're serious. Like I carry mine. Like my wife and kids stay home.
Thing.
No, you have to have a mask, and you can't. You can't get in, and you gotta wait in line
down the one-way lanes.
I do that in the store too, but I just tell them, I'm like, look, I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
So here it's like, I mean, they just started handing out masks at work, but they're not requiring that people wear them.
Oh,
and
you
so
have
I feel
to
like
wear
if you take
we haven't even started to lock things down here the way the rest of the country has.
This isn't even close to being as bad as they're playing it out to be. Like they're just saying in California, like they're saying like only 7,000 people have it. But they're looking at like
it's going to get worse. And once you open it up, people are going to get together, and it's going to get worse. But just accept that that's going to happen.
This thing's been floating around the U.S. since like November
it's a
of last year.
Grade thing. Most people get better, but at the same time, you're going to have dumb people. And you know what? I don't care. Dumb people got to go. I'm sorry.
Just look. The Comfort already left New York City. They're shutting down all these emergency hospitals because they don't have any people. I mean, they've blown this thing so out of proportion, destroyed the economy for something that at the end of this, it's going to be no worse than the flu.
I work with New York City places, and I know people who travel back and forth.
So does the flu. 40,000 people a year.
You're absolutely correct, but they're making over-adjustments.
And we don't shut down the economy for the flu.
This is so much deadlier than that.
It's not, though.
It
really isn't. Like, they're getting all the statistics together, and they're like, this thing's probably not even as bad as
But they can trace this to something, and it's so young and so early. Like, the flu is old. This shit is not
stop
old.
Watching Fox News and CNN.
It's not Fox News. I'm actually reading.
And
I'm actually reading, and I researched the thing. It is a low-grade thing, and it does it. But the problem is they don't know enough about it. The shit just fucking happened.
Yeah.
It was a chemical weapon that got the fuck out of China. Is what happened.
What about all the deaths?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna make a presumption, but I'm gonna say that's what the fuck happened. And you know what? China fucking came to the U.S. in January and fucking straight face said, "Hi, how are you doing?" Because nobody knows what the fuck was going on in their country. Motherfuckers were dying, and those guys still had to come over because that was their job. But anybody that has any trace to anything that happens over there is gone. You're not going to win. But shit was real. This closed down countries. This is ridiculous what's going on right now.
Yeah.
This has never
I think
happened before.
The main point about people having to change their behavior and stay inside is that
it's going to be hard to do.
I've seen, people are going to have to do it. But the main point with that is that 25 to 50% of carriers don't have symptoms. So
I think I've heard up as high as
everybody.
80%.
So it's the idea that like
that's scary.
Oh, it's gonna kill the idiots. It's like no, it's gonna kill everybody. You know, everybody's susceptible. We're seeing celebrities get it. We're seeing senators get it. We're seeing everyone across the board.
But the problem is, there's never going to be a vaccine for this. You know why?
Well, we don't know
AIDS
for sure.
showed everybody that it's better to treat something than to fucking give a cure, because motherfuckers are pissed off that they lost on polio.
Oh.
It's treatment. Magic Johnson found that shit out early, because you know what? I never seen Magic Johnson play basketball, but I knew he had AIDS.
You just rub
And
money on
motherfuckers,
it. You rub money on it.
hundreds
Yeah,
of
$180,000.
millions of people have died since he had AIDS.
Okay, I just muted Zippy.
He's gone mad with power.
Bad boy, Zippy.
Yeah, I don't know where that story was going, Zippy. But here's the deal.
Yeah.
So looking at the so we have Mount Rushmore, Wind Things Up, and a Cinnamon Challenge left. I say, who wants to volunteer to stay on? Because I need to grab another beer and make your calls. So give me about 3.5 minutes, and I can be back. Okay. Does somebody want to does somebody want to talk? Because we do have people watching right now.
I'll talk to Fishy if he's the only one saying.
Okay, yeah. You guys stay on. I'm gonna mute my mic.
All right. Fishy.
Man, you're
I
digging
wasn't
this thing
trying
deep.
to go on. But I mean, I always think of everything deep. But think about it. You get more money from treatment than you do from a cure.
But this isn't.
You get a
That's
one-time
like
thing from a cure.
long-term stuff.
I
You're
understand
not
that.
long-term. This is a 2-week sickness. You know, they're not going to make a whole lot of money treating this versus curing it.
Dude, this is a low-grade fever
gets
kind of
taken
shit.
care-
I understand. But
You know,
you got to come up with something to get this shit done.
I'm just like, to me, like the way that they're like impeding on individual freedoms, like assembly, like police forces are flying drones over people and surveilling people. That's against the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. They can't do that stuff.
There's
and
a
they're still doing it.
reason. There's a reason they're doing it, dude. There's a lot of dumb
there's
people,
no reason
bro.
they get to do that.
Yes,
you have
they
to
do.
have warrants and to do this kind of stuff. And
Because if people go outside and they get the coronavirus and they die, they're going to blame the government. It's what they're going to do.
It doesn't matter. It's still America. We still have our individual freedoms, and this. And I'm really surprised. I really thought the federal government would be jumping on trying to, and it's the local governments that are the ones that are just trying to grab up as much power as they can. You know, like, you can't buy guns right now. You can't buy ammunition. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's only certain states.
It doesn't matter. It's still America.
Well, the problem is they don't want motherfuckers with 1,000 rounds fucking where they got to go up and say that you're social distance and go to their house. Motherfucker opens up a double Gatling gun, because that shit happens, bro.
Yeah.
But you have to tell
motherfuckers. It would be a
motherfuckers.
good day if they came to my house.
You are not the first one. I know that would. But Fishy, what I'm saying is, it's not against you. It's not against me. These are things they have to tell stupid people. Because you know what, Fish? If you or me get sick, we'll get sick. We'll cure ourselves. We'll be fine. We're not trying to sue anybody.
People aren't going to sue anyone for getting a cold. I'm telling you, that's not something you can do. It's not. You're not negligent by someone being open and someone getting sick.
Dude, my daughter goes to class with 25 kids, right? Only 10 of them are doing their schoolwork. You know what that tells me? There's 15 motherfuckers that don't care. Seriously.
Dude, there's so many people out there. Like
they just gonna get a paycheck. That's what they want to do. But honestly, they don't care. I'm saying care. But things are gonna be different now, bro. You're gonna have to make concessions. Things are gonna be spaced out for a while.
No, it's ridiculous. It's 100% ridiculous. All these idiots running around wearing masks that do nothing. They serve no purpose.
You're gonna have to wear a mask. I guarantee you. I promise you.
I won't.
Yes, you will. Your wife made you one, so shut the fuck up and do it.
Yeah, and you haven't seen me wear it, have you? You can go ahead and send her a text message. I don't wear that.
Why not?
I don't look like an idiot. My beard hangs out the bottom.
Dude,
I look stupid.
Who fucking cares? Dude, you got to do what you got to do, and you know what? It makes people feel comfortable.
If I get
and you
sick,
do it
I get
because
sick.
I mean, if they like mandate them,
they can't mandate
for us here.
Yes, they can. They did it in PA, man. You can wait. It's mandated to the point where you can't go into a store if you don't wear one.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Hey, and it's their right to do that, I guess. But
listen, not that I agree with it, but I'm just telling you, these are things that people are going to have to get used to.
People are just like, was it this?
This is going to be a slow open.
Give away all their freedoms for a momentary sense of security.
Yeah, but don't be an idiot.
That's
who
what's
goes
going on right now. People just want to feel safe, so they're like, "Do whatever you want to me. I don't care." And then once you give power up, you can't get it back without
a
lot of energy.
But how do you think the government got their most power? Was from 9/11, man. People were scared.
Well,
they get agreements.
It really probably mainly goes back to like the Civil War. That's when the federal government really took a lot of power over.
Yes. Well, no, it wasn't.
Slowly, they've just been pulling more.
No,
and more.
I don't even think taxes were invented until after 1933, when the fucking stock market came in. That's when shit changed.
Taxes have always been around, dude. I mean, what do you think the revolution was about?
Taxes are in the Bible.
Tax this dick to the king.
I may have just muted everyone during that moment.
Oh,
listen,
I don't think
I'll tell you what. I find it very crazy that George Washington was the second richest president we ever had.
I don't know that at all, because I probably have more in my bank account than George Washington did.
He had $600 million.
Illuminati
George
in my mind, soul, and my body.
Illuminati.
He had $600 million back in 1776. What the fuck? Motherfucker could have done anything.
All right, I'm looking that up.
What do you think, John?
Yes.
What do you think? Yes,
Dude,
I'm telling you. I looked it up.
$525 million.
George Washington back then.
That's interesting.
Really?
Well, hold on. Estimated worth in today's money.
Yeah.
Oh, well, still.
But even then,
it's a lot of fucking money. It's a lot of fucking money.
That was like $600 back then.
No, people couldn't even feed themselves back
it's like
then.
Euro trip. Here's
How
a nickel.
Fuck? How
Second
did he
richest
make
president.
his money? I'm curious.
Tobacco. They were all farmers.
Yeah. He had a lot of fucking land. He was the fucking general. He had the power.
50,000 acres of land.
He took shit over and made it his. And had people working it.
Well, it's fuck. I mean, there were like what 100 people living in the U.S.
That was
he married a widow with a great deal of wealth.
Oh, nice.
That's the way you do it.
He was a general. He was a
sugar
boss.
mama. That sugar mama.
But he had the title back then, man. You had to make moves to do shit like that.
He could have like funded the whole war. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. I couldn't believe when I read that he was the second richest president. He was the first one.
Oh, he had a distillery that produced 11,000 gallons of spirit.
This motherfucker could do whatever he wanted. He had
fuck bitches get money.
Well, he was like, and he got sick of paying taxes on it, so he was like, "Let's just."
He didn't pay taxes.
Tax this dick. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay.
I had no idea.
People should be paying me taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I don't care. So Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore.
What are we going with this time?
All right.
Mount Rushmore. So Mount Rushmore, we have alive or dead. Your Mount Rushmore of people you would like to have dinner with. I don't
dinner
know
or drinks. That's different.
Yeah, either one. Either one.
Different questions, though.
Dinner, drinks. Yeah, hang on. Okay, so my Mount Rushmore, number one, is going to be number one, Anthony Bourdain. Definitely would like to have dinner and drinks with him. Number two, Tom Petty. Number three, Freddie Mercury. Number four, I would have to give it to any one of my relatives who aren't here anymore that I can't think of at the moment. But I would have to probably throw it to a family member. Yeah, and that's my Mount Rushmore that I can think of at the moment. So who's next? Mount Rushmore. People alive or dead who you would like to have dinner. Hey, And I thought about a lot of politicians too, but they would probably just, I don't know, keep me at arm's distance the whole time and not really feed me anything that I'd actually want to talk to them about. So you know what? Fuck that. I'll bump a family member off for Joe Rogan.
Ooh.
All right, who's next? Mount Rushmore, live or dead, who you would like to have dinner or drinks with?
That's like tough thinking.
Hold on. All right, I'll pick some people.
All right,
Nobody
okay.
really knows. Since nobody really knows, I'll go through it, and if somebody figures out 4 before me, all right. My first one would be all through history. I'd want to see. I want to see a football player, a good one. Somebody who's gone through it, like what's his name? Who's the one with the Jets? Kind of an owner, but he was big back in the day. I think he's a part owner. Or Jimmy Buffett. I'd like to hang out with that dude.
His music is so bad though.
No, it's not. It's chill as fuck.
Dude, I lived in Key West for 2 years. I heard freaking Margaritaville like 4 or 5 times a night for 2 years.
Yeah, but
Jimmy Buffett.
But Margaritaville making you feel it, like
he's a polarizing artist.
Oh, so
I'm just
bad.
saying.
Everyone yelling "Salt! Where's the goddamn?" every night, man. Every night, the damn tourist. Yeah, it was awful.
But you found an island. That's the cool part. Like he's in charge. I think he owns part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Now, I guarantee Jimmy Buffett,
one of the biggest flooring companies.
Yeah,
he's one of the biggest owners of Shaw Flooring.
Yeah, like why not, man? You've got to make your life on doing crazy things. Like any of the '80s rockers too. Like I don't know.
Ooh. I got a good one.
Zippy, how many did you get?
Cool. Slash 2. Those are the 2. Slash would be cool to hang out with because he'd have a lot of crazy fucking things he did.
Maybe I should start throwing the Mount Rushmores 24 hours before so we can all have time to talk.
Yes.
Yeah? I should start doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start doing that. So Mount Rushmore for since just if you can give 4, fine. If not, I'll start. All
right, you
got 2 so far. I'm trying to come up with 2 more.
Okay,
I'd like to hang out with Adam Sandler too. I think he's a cool dude. He's one I'd like to.
I would go Seth Rogen over Adam Sandler.
Oh no, sure. Seth Rogen's nasty a little bit.
Yeah, he'd be more fun.
A whole shitload of shit movies. Just
terrible. I think. I think Adam Sandler is probably like Jerry Seinfeld now, like in a small reclusive circle that doesn't really get out and just kind of in his own. But he's only funny to his little. Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld doesn't either, but I would not want to meet Jerry Seinfeld at all. No part of me.
I would even take over Maury Povich's job if they wanted somebody to do that shit.
That is fucking 2 Maury Povich mentions in one show.
Then I would.
Who? I think he has seen that show in 2 decades, and you've mentioned him twice in an hour.
Dude, he makes more than all of us combined, and all he has to do is say, "Who's your daddy?" Sorry, I'll take that and a pension with fucking. Okay. That's a pension job, bro. Don't fool yourself.
Okay,
I got my 4.
Okay, so who? John, you up?
Go ahead, John. Yep.
Yeah, I'll go for it. All right, and this is kind of in no particular order. But one of my first ones would be Charles Bukowski, the author. Read a lot of his books. I think he'd be a hell of a lot of fun to drink with.
I didn't say Kurt Vonnegut. I didn't say Kurt Vonnegut. I should have said Kurt Vonnegut.
Kurt Vonnegut's a good. Oh man, I'll be honest. The only book of his I've read is Slaughterhouse-Five. I need to read more Vonnegut.
Cat's Cradle's
I've
good.
heard
Cat's Cradle's my favorite. Yeah.
Tom,
Cat's
Tom,
Cradle.
you gave me Cat's Cradle. You gave me Cat's
Nice.
Cradle,
I
Tom.
think
I
don't know if have a
read all
copy
his
of that.
stuff. He was one of mine.
Nice. And you know, I should read him considering he is from my shitty home state. But
Hey.
yeah, hey, you know, whatever. So another one on my list is a guy I have actually met in person twice, but I haven't like gotten to actually hang out with him. Doug Stanhope. He's a comedian.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been listening to his podcast so much lately.
Oh shit! Yeah, I
he's so
love
great.
Stanhope. Man,
Yeah,
I've gotten to meet him
he's
twice
wonderful.
at two of his shows. The last two times he's come
Lucky
through.
fucker.
I've got hang on somewhere.
John, I've actually seen your
That's
pictures
so cool.
with Doug Stanhope.
Yes, and this is my signed Stanhope Bible. If I can
Whoa!
find this Bible
That's-
exclusively
Oh.
stolen for Jonathan by Doug Stanhope.
I love that.
He sells these at his shows. So
I
Kristen
just
bought it
love
for me.
everything he does.
I've got a Book of Mormon over here apparently too. Okay.
I was just reading that the other day. It's awful.
Joseph Smith was called the prophet. Dum 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 dum.
But don't ask me any questions.
I just did a research paper
So-
on Mormonism for school. It's crazy.
Oh, dude, he is such an interesting character to dive into because he was such a piece of shit. And,
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's
yeah.
weird because like
such
the
a
Latter Day
fucking
Saints,
problem.
like they paint him as like perfect. Like there's
And I
nothing
don't get it.
wrong.
Like just the most cursory of research into this shady fuck's life. It's
And
You know,
The
you
whole-
know, I don't want to take anything away from Mormonism, but the one thing I get is Joseph Smith was 14. 14. Did you realize he?
No, he
No,
was older
am
than
I
that
wrong
when
about
he-
that?
Well,
Yeah,
he
he
was
was older than
14 when he had his first vision.
The witch
That all
trial.
the churches were wrong.
because he did it 2 different times. Am I right, Josh?
Right,
like he
but
had
what was
tablets.
interesting, like I mean, we can go down a rabbit hole with this, but that first vision wasn't talked about until like 20 years later.
Because he thought about it.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so like that
Oh,
wasn't
shit.
yeah, so that where they're like
There wasn't common knowledge. It was only the second revelation.
it was
or
like
second
it was like
version
he
of
wrote
it.
like
He
another
said
book or
he
something,
had a
and then
revelation.
and then
Right,
that thing
exactly,
popped up.
exactly, Tom.
He needed more money.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's
so
crazy. Anyway,
I
yeah.
got no. That's a great. I love talking about that. Joseph Smith is a vastly interesting piece of shit. So that's really cool to meet someone who knows that much about him. I'd love to talk about that more at some point. Next on my list, this is
Somebody's
again, my
getting
nerdy side
excited.
coming out.
I know.
Hideo Kojima, the video game director of the Metal Gear series. I would just love to ask him what the fuck is going on.
Wait.
about half of those
Hold
games.
on.
Somebody's
Who's
phone's vibrating.
buzzing.
I think
I think it's Tom.
Yeah. I think so,
Okay.
too.
All right, he's taking care of it.
So, yeah, Hideo Kojima is someone I would love to talk to and just ask, bro, can you please tell me what you intended with Metal Gear Solid 5 so I can make some fucking sense of this goddamn thing?
I don't know video games, so tell me why it was confusing.
Oh, well, so the biggest part of it, well, the whole game is just, the whole series is just crazy. Oh my god, there's you play as a guy named Solid Snake. Turns out he has a twin brother who is a clone of this guy named
Now,
Big
these are military
Boss,
people,
Solid
right?
Snake and Liquid Snake. And then it turns out that there's a third one named Solidus Snake, and he's the president of the U.S. And he's working with this guy who's like a quadruple agent for the CIA, the KGB, and this group called the Patriots. Dude, and that's just
But wait, he's not a human? Like he can change into these things? Like what's
no.
All right.
Oh, thank you, baby. No,
Tom, did you just get food delivered?
Yeah.
Tom,
It's just a
oh,
very-
what'd you get? What'd you get?
I got a Molly Kafka and a cheeseburger.
Nice.
There's an Indian place down the street that does burgers too. So
nice.
Yeah,
some
That's sweet.
naan and fries.
that sounds so good. So, John, I digress. What were you saying?
Oh no, just
He was explaining
Kojima
the
was
game.
my third choice. Yeah, there's like 7 games that are canonical in the series.
Okay.
And the last one that he made, he got fired before he got to actually finish it. So the game that ultimately got shipped out is missing like several components of the story. So I just like to know, hey, what got cut? And
just send him a message on Twitter.
Listen, I just think my experience from gaming people is grandma's boy.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, if you make it, it's like millions of fucking dollars. You can do whatever the fuck you want because, dude, I follow money, and I know people who even made the Grand Theft Auto. They fucking paid $250 million to make the game. And I think this was 5. This isn't the recent one, but it blew my mind. It would cost $250 million to make a game, but they were making $600 million a week for 4 months.
Like,
at least.
Yeah, sales, microtransactions, all that shit.
At $60 a game. So I was like,
yeah, but that's not even where they're making their money. It's some micro purchases now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All the online stuff.
Boxes, all that shit. But
okay,
so
did
as
you
I'm
finish?
reaching over here for my stolen Stanhope Bible, I also saw this picture. This is of my man Josh Homme, the
Queens of the Stone Age.
Exactly, and Caius and them crooked vultures.
Man, I gotta tell you this. As much as I think Queens of the Stone Age is completely rock and roll and doing rock and roll greater than any other band, Josh Homme seems like the most pretentious douchebag dick. Like,
He's
what
got an
the
endearing
fuck?
quality to him.
No, wait.
Okay,
What is he? Is he a musician? I don't know who he is.
Okay, well, no,
okay, so-
we'll talk.
right.
Hold on.
So he is my favorite guitarist of all time.
I'm not denying Josh Homme talent, and I'm not saying that he is not like the front man of 1 to 2 to 3 incredible rock bands. I am saying his ego is unwarranted. And
about that, man,
dude, what the fuck? Him kicking like female camera people in the face.
He kicked the camera.
That's
he kicked the camera, and the camera swung around into the face. It was a dick move.
Why?
Why? Big difference.
Why?
Well,
Why?
To be fair.
I agree. To be fair, why did he do that?
There was a stipulation in their contract with the venue that there would be no flash photography at the venue.
Really? Flash photography? Are you fucking kidding me? That's ridiculous.
Okay. Well,
dude, if you've ever been in a room and getting like multiple flashes, it really messes you up.
And we're talking down at his feet.
John,
he
you
didn't
are
kick anybody
John,
in the face.
No, he kicked the camera. But I'm just saying, and it hit the woman. But John, the guy is a musician. He is.
Yeah, I've been following him for almost 20 years.
Well, yeah, I've been following for at least a decade. But all I'm saying is, he is in a job. Like he wants
you got to deal with the public, bro.
He wants to be famous. He wants to be famous, and when the fame gets in his face, he kicks a freaking camera and knocks a woman in the face, and is pretty unapologetic about it.
Oh, it was a dick move, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
and I'm not arguing that the guy's a dick. He's a total dick. But
I'm not saying he's a
funny
dick.
My
favorite guitarist of all time, and written some of my favorite music of the last
sure.
25 years.
But why would you want to have dinner with him? Why would you want to have dinner?
Oh, because I think the dude's just interesting as hell.
I would like to drink with him. You know what? I take that back.
Exactly.
I would definitely like to drink.
I'd rather do acid with him.
Yeah. Okay. No, John.
Sure.
John. That brings me John. That brings me back to.
He seems vital. You don't want to do that.
That brings me back to what I was saying earlier. Is Anthony Bourdain? Did you see the episodes? Yeah, they did at least 2 episodes. Parts Unknown,
and I was excited
where
about
they
that
hung
back
out
when
together.
it happened, like 12-ish years ago. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Because I've been listening to Queens of the Stone Age since 2001, 2002, something early like that. Before Songs for the Deaf came out, I got into them a little bit just from what I'd heard on the radio, and then that album came out in I think 2002, and I got balls deep into the band and Hame is a huge like if you listen to that song that I sent you guys in the message group this last week, that's hugely influenced by Caius, his pre-Queens of the Stone Age band.
And John, did you see the documentary about the Paris attack that
yeah, because he was playing with the Eagles of Death Metal when that happened. It was
he wasn't. He wasn't.
He wasn't there that night, but Jesse was.
Yeah, Jesse was. But he came back when they decided to come back to Paris and do a re-show, and he drummed that night. And that was an intense documentary. It really was.
I haven't seen that. He popped up in the ZZ Top documentary on Netflix that I watched recently. Because he's good friends with the Gibbons.
What's the name of that?
Drumming for a long time, man.
Oh shit. Fuck. What was the name of that?
I can Google it. I didn't know that there was one out there.
Yeah, it came out last year, I think, or the year before.
Okay,
that.
I'll look for it.
Little old band from Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, but see, so Billy Gibbons played on Queens of the Stone Age's 2005 album Lullabies to Paralyze, just on one song, Burn the Witch. And it's funny hearing Josh talk about it because apparently as Billy was playing his solo, his beard fell on a string and produced a harmonic.
Yeah.
And so
different
Josh
reverberations. So I would see that. Yeah.
He still jokes about it being the world's only beard harmonic that has ever been. He has it.
Did you know both the Gibbons multiple times were on King of the Hill?
Really?
There's only one Gibbons. Are you talking about?
Okay.
Like the guitar
guys, both bearded guys.
Or Dusty Hill, yeah.
Okay, I thought they were brothers. They're not brothers.
No, they just look a lot alike. Actually, Dusty, the bassist, and the drummer, Frank Beard, who ironically is the only one who doesn't have a beard in the band, they were in a band together before they joined Billy Gibbons because he was playing in the 13th Floor Elevators at the time.
13th Floor Elevators?
Yeah, and no, it was Moving Sidewalks. 13th Floor Elevator was Roky Erickson. They were both from Texas.
Listen, if I ever had a band, I think Painted Foundation would be an awesome band name, but I don't have a It came to me once. I was like, well, that's good, but I don't have a band. I don't play anything.
Okay. So, John, is that all four?
Yeah, that was my four.
They were good numbers, man.
Dan Hope, Kojima, and Josh Hame.
Tom, have you done four?
Oh, let me think. Yeah, I was gonna say Kurt Vonnegut. You'd be fun to talk with. Maybe like Neil Stevenson is another author, or not Neil Stevenson. You'd be cool, but
Neil Gaiman.
No, the guy who did Philip K. Dick.
Ooh,
he'd be cool to talk to.
Yes, that would be awesome. Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Yeah,
Minority Report.
I don't know. Stephen Fry seems like he'd be interesting to talk to.
Oh, wait a second, guys. Sorry, I forgot to hit record.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I was gonna say it's still live.
This is the quarter.
2 hours.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. Let's see. Snoop Dogg would be fun to hang out with.
Oh yeah. I agree with that.
And Natalie Portman, because I totally have a shot.
Why not?
Roofie Colada coming right up.
Believe it or not, most people probably don't even talk to her, brother. So you even having a conversation with her would probably be all right.
All right. So next segment of the show. Oh, so what are we? We're 2 hours 8 minutes.
Wait, did Josh do one? Yeah.
No, Josh.
Yeah. Oh, Josh. Sorry, Josh. I skipped you.
That's all right. I was just
fam.
No.
So,
You're...
All right. I'll just.
You don't have to go fast. No. Take your time.
Number one would be the president right now, Trump, because I just think that'd be like hilarious. I think it'd be funny.
Are you a fan or are you not a fan?
I'm not a fan of everything, but
I agree with Fish.
So
Yeah. And he's grown up rich and made fucking moves. Like he owns casinos.
He would buy you McDonald's.
Yeah, and that's awesome because I love the double quarter pounder. It's like my favorite sandwich.
I would take a Whopper. I really or a big
No, not Burger
No,
King.
no,
That's
it's got to be a
No,
double
no,
quarter
no.
pounder.
a Big Mac. That's what I meant to say.
And then let's see, another person that's alive would be just because I
or
love
dead, alive or dead. Alive
I know
or
I'm
dead.
getting to the dead people in a second.
Okay.
My favorite show right now is Cosmos. I don't know if you all have watched that at all.
I haven't seen it.
Neil
Which one, the Carl
deGrasse-
Sagan or the
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Tyson,
I'd like to
yeah.
just be in a room with him and listen to that dude talk because
NDGT.
oh man, he's awesome. And then Sam Kinison.
Oh,
Oh,
Sam
yeah.
Kinison.
I think that'd be a
Nice.
good time.
Oh my gosh.
Chris
then,
Farley too.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
Elvis.
Oh,
Good job.
You know
good
what?
job. Good job.
It's good
I mean, I got like a whole
Good
other
choice,
list.
man.
Like I was like Einstein, John Wayne, Chris Farley, Rob.
You
Like, I
know,
could
the
go
one
down
that
the
I
list.
forgot to mention when I was putting this together, and I just kind of started talking without looking at like what I like jotted earlier, but the one that I did not mention that I should have worked in was Richard Pryor.
I thought about Kurt Cobain, but I figured A,
Yeah,
that'd be kind of
I thought
cliche,
about
and
him
B,
too.
someone
Oh,
else is going to
yeah.
probably.
Okay, you know what?
But-
Okay,
See,
seriously.
I'd never liked Nirvana.
Oh, man, I was.
No,
balls deep in
I
Nirvana
this
back
is
in
what
high
I.
school.
So is I. But all I'm saying is fuck Kurt Cobain. The guy was in the music scene for like 3.5 years, and
No, that's
he
not
took himself
true
out.
at all.
Okay,
That's not true at
89.
all.
Okay, 89,
No,
94.
because he was always
89 to
involved in the punk
94.
scene before that too.
No, he wasn't. 89
He
is when
was?
he entered. 89 is when he entered the punk scene. He did
No,
not
I mean he
get
went
in
to
the.
shows before that and shit.
Yeah, okay. He was. Let me bring you all back. He was not producing, making, recording anything.
So-
Like Bleach came out in 89.
Right.
If you like, but prior to putting out an album, you cannot count yourself as part of any music scene.
Well, no, I mean that's not wrong there necessarily,
Yep.
but
Yeah, but so.
yeah.
So I'm not saying
you don't
Kurt,
have to.
Yeah, but so.
but I'm saying Kurt Cobain is no. Kurt Cobain had okay. Yes, Kurt Cobain is a rock legend, but Kurt
He's
Kurt
no
Cobain.
Michael Stipe.
He is no Michael Stipe. Kurt Cobain is no Michael. Kurt Cobain gave a blowjob to Michael Stipe, but Kurt Cobain is no Michael Stipe.
He's got a little, Michael Stipe in him.
Yeah.
Zing.
Yeah. Zing.
No, man, like Kurt Cobain's a very interesting person just because like complete shit of a musician, but a great songwriter, you know.
Fine.
And I love Nirvana's music as far as that goes.
Okay, John. Okay, let me throw this back at you. Okay, so I recently catch it. So 10 years ago I got back into vinyl collecting, and my passion was like 90s rock. And it took me a while to get Nirvana stuff because they weren't putting it out on vinyl immediately. And once I got all Nirvana's collection, I started listening to it after I started listening to all my other vinyl. And I think Nirvana's almost unlistenable. It's just does
not
not
unlistenable.
hold up.
Trying to be cool.
It does not hold
Thank
up.
you.
Nirvana does not hold up.
It definitely holds up. Especially like some of the deeper shit, like a lot of In Utero is really good. And
Frances Farmer Had Her Revenge on Seattle is a horrible song.
No, it's a great song.
Horrible.
It's a great song.
It's
Radio friendly
horrible.
unit shifter. Love
Another
it.
horrible
Love that song.
There's
There's
no coherent.
Love it.
Sinless
Love
Approach
it.
is a great song. Sinless Approach is a great song. But Frances Farmer and what other one
Great
we just
song.
talked?
Fucking
Yeah.
radio friendly unit shifter.
Yeah,
Love
there
it.
was no
Absolutely
there.
love it.
Why? It was
such a fuck
garage
you
rock.
to the music industry because Nirvana, their first album Bleach comes out and it's
Nothing
raw,
wrong with
and it's
garage rock.
aggressive. Exactly, it's raw, it's aggressive, it's representative of the band. Okay, Smells Nevermind comes out, great songs for the
I
most
thought
part.
it was awesome.
overly produced. It's not representative of the band. It's great songs. That's the key here.
If you're an
great
artist,
song.
overly
Still.
produced is not a bad thing ever.
Oh,
You're making
absolutely,
money.
it can be.
No,
okay, we're not talking about the same thing. You're out of your element.
All right, I guess so. But listen, more album sales means good to me. I would.
No,
take
it
that.
doesn't. The Macarena sold like 1 million fucking copies, and that's a shit of a song. So that's a
And so did
terrible
the
argument.
Spice Girls.
But I would have
that's
bought an
the
island with that
equivalent-
song.
That's
and
the
been
equivalent
happy.
of saying all of your friends are jumping off of a bridge. Saying greatness is directly proportional to album sales is stupid.
Listen, I
It's
don't give a fuck. I'd
terrible
be
argument.
out. I'd be out.
Anywho,
Retired.
so Nevermind comes out. Great songs, but not representative of the band because it was again overly polished. And then In Utero comes out. The band's got some cred, some clout in the music industry for selling millions and millions of fucking copies. So they're like, you know what? Suck my dick. I'm going to do what I want. Butch Vig can kiss my ass. We're getting Steve Albini in here. He's going to capture the way the band fucking sounds. We're going to do this shit. In Utero comes out. Middle finger to the record industry. Still sells a shitload of albums. That's fucking.
But was it a middle finger to the industry when they still?
Absolutely it was.
I don't think so. I think they tried to bring garage rock mainstream, and they did a poor job at it.
It only lasted a short time. I liked a lot of those songs.
What's your reasoning there? What's your thing? Like,
I like
give me
SCP.
something to back that up.
Because they were going after 15 and 16-year-olds off music they couldn't comprehend.
How?
And it hasn't, because
they had a song called the lyrics are, he's the one who likes all our pretty songs and he likes to sing along and he likes to shoot his gun, but he don't know what it means.
That was a great song. That was a great song on the album.
Like, hey,
but I'm saying there is probably 11
cheering on.
There was 11 or 12 songs on that album, and they went after people who shop at the mall. And In Utero. And
what In Utero is like, you just said it's unlistenable. So how are they also going after a mainstream audience when it's also unlistenable? You're
wait, what did you just say? No, what did you say?
But they have to do it on radio. I know hip hop had to do it on radio, had to do
Zippy. Hang on. Jeff, you said that Nirvana is unlistenable, but then now you're also saying that they were going after the kids shopping at the mall. Pick one.
No. You didn't understand my point. You didn't understand my point. You didn't understand my point. It was marketed towards people who shop at the mall and looking for alternative music. That's who they.
First lyric. What's the first line on In Utero? Teenage angst has paid off well. Now I'm bored and old.
Oh.
That's all
what he said.
Okay, well, that's what
teenage girls.
Is that what he physically said on the song?
Yeah, that's literally the very first line on In Utero. Teenage angst has paid off well. Now I'm bored and old.
Yeah, but they were so they were Sub Pop and they went Warner Brothers or Sony and
David Geffen.
Okay, so it was Geffen, and they knew the market they had to advertise to, and it just didn't identify with any of that. And
the band was consistent with their songwriting across their career.
They sold.
Yeah, I think so.
Nirvana was consistent with their songwriting throughout their career. The production value is the only thing that ever changed on each album.
I don't think Nirvana. Okay, I don't think Nirvana was.
You did MTV Unplugged before you say.
I know MTV Unplugged was that was different. I'm saying
it was a very different.
Yeah. But no. What I'm saying is, I don't think Nirvana. They needed to make money. Kurt Cobain said he wanted to make money. Kurt Cobain said because of the hits he was taking in the tabloids that he should be financially compensated greater than the rest of the band through album sales. And when he put out In Utero, it was halfway unlistenable to the audience who was shopping at malls, who they wanted to go after. That's my point. I think Smells Like Teen Spirit Nevermind was an album for the mall listeners, and I think In Utero was not an album for the mall listeners, but they advertised it to the mall listeners. And I think
you realize
In
the
Utero
band
was a
doesn't
drop
get a
off.
choice. The
What's
band
that?
doesn't get a choice in how they get advertised. Really,
That's
all
bullshit.
up to the label.
That's bullshit
Yeah.
because Weezer,
Yeah.
for every Weezer album, they make about 100 songs, and maybe the band is a choice. You're right. But for every Weezer album, there's like 100 songs, and the studio puts together what they want to put together, and then they put it out. And
I'm sure
I
that
think
Weezer probably has some decent creative control over their shit by now, but still, I mean, your point stands in general.
Yeah, and I think Nirvana wasn't at that point yet, and they were just saying,
"Oh yeah, they were.
We want to bring
Jackson.
garage rock." I think Nirvana was trying to make garage rock mainstream, and I don't think they were good enough at it.
Well,
I think they were great.
they were great
better
at
than
it.
most of the other bands. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, aside
Listen,
from like,
Danielle,
Zippy,
for my, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, John, but I'm saying that for my birthday present, Danielle bought me tickets to go see Green Day. 3rd row seat with the hotel fare. She spent $1,000.
I just muted Zippy again.
Oh.
It was a joke. Zippy, I'm sorry, I was joking. You just started talking about Green Day, and I was like, I don't care.
No, I'm saying my birthday present,
it's fine.
which I didn't think I was getting. She spent $1,000 on
that.
To see Green Day? Hell,
Yes.
I ain't
Fuck
spending more than
that.
$25 on a
Absolutely.
ticket.
But it was in
I'm with you on that one.
It's in Hershey in August. I've never been to a concert. I've seen many different countries.
I've been to
done a
more
lot
concerts.
of different things.
I
But
forgot
I've
more
never been to a
concerts
concert. Yeah. I've done a lot of crazy things. I've jumped off cliffs in Africa, but I've never been to a concert.
Yeah, into shit water. You forgot about that part.
I don't give a fuck. I jumped off that bitch.
For the sewage for the whole island dumped in. He went swimming in it.
And I'm alive,
Damn.
motherfucker. Fuck
You're
you,
immune
Corona.
to the Corona. Yeah, exactly. You survived that.
But what I gotta say is, so she bought me tickets because I've never been to a concert. I was with my first wife going to meet what's his name? Long haired. No. Long Kid Rock. Yes. I went to a concert. No, I did. I went to the concert because Profess was selling it, and he knew him from a producer that he went with.
Shit. That's funny. Oh.
Just smile.
Cold as ice.
We smile. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just go like this. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. No, that is that
No idea.
that no.
Fuck you. What happened was I cut off work and she never got to meet him.
That's probably for the better. Is Kid Rock. Sorry.
Listen, have you partied with stars in the background, man? I've smoked blunts with Nas. Like I've talked to these people, like in the studio with my brother.
I'd blow down with Kid Rock. That'd be fucking cool. I'd be fine with that.
I don't care about smoking weed with anyone other than people I like hanging out with.
But these guys smoke their own shit, so they're like, "Yo, just fucking hanging out back is different than going to a concert."
I mean, I used to hang out with all the hardcore punk bands that came through town, but we're talking about shows that would draw maybe 200 people at the most. So,
the first time I saw Dropkick Murphys, I was on stage.
These are 3,000 participants. Like, these are huge venues.
Participants.
It's true. And when I got out of the military back in 2001, Kid Rock was huge. He owned the whole area. And he was like, drink what you want, hang what you want, do what you want. My problem was I cut off too early and we didn't get to meet him. And I had to apologize. Yeah. But it's different.
Your ex-wife was crazy anyway.
I just fucking hate Kid Rock.
Listen, I'd hang out with him.
It's good music to listen to when you don't have to think. Like, it's good background noise, you know?
I agree.
Oh, man. I don't think I'd be able to focus on anything else. I'm like, what can I do to not listen to Kid Rock right now? Fuck.
His first album was kind of cool.
Wait, which one?
The ball. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard something.
Devil Without a Cause. Devil Without a Cause was not terrible. It really wasn't in that whole new metal scene. It was all the stuff that was coming out at that time. Devil Without a Cause was not a terrible album. Like the song he did with Sharon.
I like his earlier stuff.
Yeah,
when he was like rapping, like Early Morning Stone Pimp.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a great song.
And
What I heard
JC
was,
or
like,
Joe
weird
C, the
hip-hop.
little short guy. Yeah. Oh, it's tragic.
We're talking
story.
about
Tragic
18
story.
years ago. Like it was.
Yeah, unfortunately, I remember.
Man, I wish I did because I got
how
yelled
old
at.
is Kid Rock now?
Oh, he's got to be in his
Jesus
50s.
Christ.
50s,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, easily. Because, I mean, his career started in like 92, 93.
With
I
Eminem.
think.
There was
Yeah,
a
with
battle
Eminem
with
in
him and
Detroit.
Eminem. Yeah.
49.
Well, he's 49. Wow, I figured he had to be in his 50s by now. Holy shit. Okay.
I think Eminem's,
Yeah.
Eminem's
Listen, I turned
47.
42, so I don't feel myself that old on on Thursday.
Happy birthday!
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right, so moving along. Have we all done our?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're well past the George
past that.
Washingtons. It's not George Washington's. So now,
Mount Rushmore's.
let me bring it. Yeah, Mount
Yep.
Rushmore. Thank you.
Dollar bill.
Okay,
Dollar Bill, y'all cream.
let me bring
Wu-Tang
up.
Clan is cool. Actually, to hang out with the whole Wu-Tang Clan, that would be pretty cool too.
That would be legit as fuck. At least RZA and
You
bring back
know-
ODB.
I would
Fucking-
actually just love to hang out with Method Man and Redman and the Blackout Tour thing when that was going on.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Remember when he was on Cribs? He's like, "Yo, you got to rub these two wires together to ring the doorbell."
Yeah,
Hey, he had a foreman grill. Remember, he had a foreman grill. He was trying to. He was like, "Yo, this is what we cook
that
on up in this
episode
bit."
is legendary.
But he
Yeah.
was real. And when he told the cameraman, he's like, if you just let me take the camera by myself, I will show you some crazy shit that you can't see.
His friend was passed out in the middle of his living room.
That shit was hilarious.
But that was
like
our house in Cape
platinum
Cod.
records like under the bed. Like, oh yeah, those are my platinum records over there.
But but the problem is he didn't make that much money. He was good, Redman, but Method Man on the Blackout Tour made all the money because he gave the lyrics, he wrote the lyrics. Now Redman spoke them, but you get producer points on every single thing you do. I found out with the music business, and he produced it. He said it like Method Man made 3/4 of the money on that Blackout Tour.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Redman tells you in his thing that he wasn't. It wasn't his lyrics, but that's why Method Man just stays, bro. He's his fucking actor. He does a lot of things, but man,
It's true.
he makes money. Because you don't make money off the Wu-Tang, because that shit's got to be split fucking 13 ways or whatever the fuck.
right.
Yeah, I mean, my
And
brother
that's not
actually.
even the
Goddamn
producer.
it.
No. My brother wanted me to come to Nashville sometime this summer and wanted me to go to the Ryman Auditorium. I'm like, Ryman? Who's playing at the Ryman? He's like, the Wu-Tang. At the Ryman?
That is
like
the weirdest fucking thing.
Exactly. The Ryman, if you haven't been to the Ryman, it's a convention church. And there's like
It's a
no
legendary
alcohol,
country venue.
no drugs. It's your wooden bench, like it's wooden church
Yeah.
pews all through there. And I mean the
Shit.
acoustics are incredible.
Yeah,
But
Jason.
can
has
you
been playing all
imagine
the
seeing
time.
the Wu-Tang Clan?
Was it all 13
Yeah.
members?
Who cares? It's like, yeah, I don't. It's
I think you could
As long
be
as you
5
got-
and still call it the
Yeah.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
even if
Pretty
it
much
was
just
just
gotta have
Method
RZA,
Man,
Ghostface.
Yeah, you're not gonna have the
RZA,
RZA,
Ghostface. Who cares? It's like, well, are they getting stoned? No,
Right.
no,
Shit.
they're all graduated.
At my brother's wedding, Capadonna was there.
No
And
shit.
Wow.
He was the one that was mixing up the things. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I was
awesome.
No
fucking
way.
thrilled. Yeah, he was fucking
Badass.
She actually
Wu-Tang
his
Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
but it was different. It was like, all right, motherfuckers make money, but you don't understand. It's not billions where you just get to relax and not do anything anymore. You got to work. It's like, even though you got CDs out there and shit like that, like, you don't understand. Like, most people don't understand that part.
Yeah.
They think you have a CD, you make money, boom, you don't have to do anything anymore.
I've been playing music since I was 9. Like I get that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But my brother made he got $250K on one thing he sold to Viacom. Like, to me, that blew my mind.
Nice. That's
You're
awesome.
a
Good, man.
professional.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
And that was after
That
taxes.
bag.
Like, I was like, that's
Gotta
a
get this
professional.
bread, fam.
All right, so who wants to move along to the next segment of the show?
Absolutely.
It's getting late.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
I gotta get my beauty sleep.
Wow.
Are you really gonna do this?
Yes. I'm not doing
Okay,
it.
can we piss again before we do this? Because I will piss my pants otherwise.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, we can hang out. I'm not
that would
going
be
anywhere.
good content.
Hang on.
Get your wife.
Yeah.
Make sure she's there and they take you to the hospital.
We have no views right now, so this is why are we doing this?
Yes.
you can wear your
Yeah,
pants,
but
it's
why
fine.
are you doing that? I don't understand.
Oh, I'll tell you why we're doing this, because before we do this,
Each of us have 4 views.
Oh God.
If you think about it.
no, we're about to start chopping this up into highlight clips, and this will be a highlight clip.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It'll be funny. I'm not
Is that
asking
highlight?
anyone to
Oh,
do
I
it.
think it's gonna be funny. I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Oh, hey,
I'm already laughing.
you guys hang. I just realized I have no liquid to chase this down with. So John's gonna take off. My drinks are right behind me, so let me just roll behind my Japanese screens and pour myself a drink. You guys take the money.
All right. He's doing this. Is anybody else here doing it? Because I'm
No
not.
way.
Absolutely not. Are you doing it, Tom?
Wait, like
The cinnamon
doing
challenge?
what now?
No.
Oh no.
Oh, all right.
No.
People died from this.
Don't do that. Don't do
Yeah,
that. You'll
That's what
fuck
he's trying to
yourself
do. Yeah, that's what I tried to tell
No.
him. You're only going to soak the first layer, and the rest is powder, and it's going to go into your lungs.
No, you don't want to damage your lungs in times of an epidemic that attacks the lungs.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
He's the boss. He's gonna do it.
Or in any other time, really. I mean, no, it's really bad for your lungs. It's really bad.
Just don't breathe in.
Yeah.
And when you
You know
cough,
what? You know what's funny? You know what's
You
funny
should try
about
breathing fire.
you know what's funny about all this is I really thought Tom would be on board with this, and when
so against it.
when I was proposing it to Tom, he was like, absolutely no way. And I said, Tom,
Don't drink bleach.
our last discussion we had, you and I were talking about chasing Robitussin with 40 ounces.
Ooh, yeah, buddy.
This is a wrong move.
That's the line.
Yeah,
the line.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Sometimes you have to try things to know they're bad.
The tussin, the tussin.
You don't have to try it to know it's bad.
Listen.
You can take everybody else's word for it.
So what I'm gonna do, and I've got to make sure I'm gonna put the camera all on myself, and I just have a new microphone, and I'm gonna drape a towel over the microphone. So I hope it doesn't cover up too much crap, but I'm gonna try to get a good camera angle, and I'm about to do it now.
Dude, you're going to spit it out.
All right, I know I'm gonna spit it out, but I'm gonna move my camera, my
I'll
microphone.
do it after you too. So
About like that. Okay.
Someone get ready to call 911 here.
Is Aaron awake?
Oh fuck it! You know what? I'll just pour mine into this at the same time.
Oh jeez, they're both doing it.
Fuck it.
Really?
Right. So wait, no, John. Let me go first, and I'm gonna put the camera on myself.
First? Okay.
Yeah, you go after
Yeah,
me.
because you might change your mind.
Yeah.
Nah, I got this.
Really?
Okay.
I'm used to doing dumb shit like this. So. You know.
All right. So I'm gonna leave.
Eat
Eventually.
a Tide Pod.
Okay. So this is a cinnamon challenge. John, I'm gonna work the camera back to you. Let me see if I can get a better angle.
Okay.
I think that's probably about as good as I'm gonna get. I got 2 people watching.
Don't do it.
It's a cinnamon challenge.
Yeah,
You have so much to live for.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this
You
is
don't
a cinnamon
understand.
challenge. No, that's not enough.
The top
can't-
is gonna be fucking solid because of your breath, but the middle is gonna
Where's
be.
my drink? I see. The thing is
Don't-
I have what? How did I just
Don't
lose a
inhale.
viewer? I just lost a viewer doing this. So
Because
my
it's gonna be a snuff film. No
Yes.
one wants to watch that.
Yes.
can you guys
You're
hear
like,
me? Okay.
shit, I'm
Yeah,
we can hear
about
you
to
fine.
watch someone die.
Okay. I have a towel draped over my my
Microphone?
microphone.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but not the
Okay.
whole room.
Okay.
All right, Jeff.
Give me a sec. Give me a second.
Take a deep breath before you do it, so you don't cough and inhale. Or
Yeah,
or don't do it.
I
Don't
agree
do
with that.
it.
Yes, exactly. That would be a
There are
best.
no rules to this game.
I mean,
There are
I'm
no
all
rules
about
to this game.
mitigating risk. You know.
I'm gonna try to stay. I have 0 viewers now. Everybody just turned off. So okay, here we go. I have a feeling that I can probably just get it down. No? All right, let's go. I'm gonna go. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Fucking told you, goddamn retard.
Oh, I knew it. I
Yeah,
knew it.
exactly. I told you, it's not worth it.
Oh, that just made it. Look at his mouth.
Yeah, not good. You're gonna solidify only the top and
Oh my
bottom
god, look
layer.
at his eyes. He can't
I
even
gotta
talk.
go. I gotta go.
Of course you do.
Hey, at least fix the camera.
Yeah, fucking dick. He left it in his own thing.
Wait, be
Oh,
quiet.
wait,
Be quiet. Be quiet.
Shh.
Absolutely.
Is he throwing up?
Yes. Aaron's gonna have to clean that shit tomorrow.
but-
She's gonna be pissed.
All right, he's at least still
He's
alive.
Still
Still alive.
But he's puking all over her shit. Like I told you, this motherfucker will puke on a ceiling. I've never seen it before in my life.
It's like one of those lawn sprinklers that goes 360.
Yeah, and he'll walk away.
Oh, my eyes are watering.
John, don't do it, man.
Do you hear this? Don't do it, John.
Oh,
Yeah, I think we're gonna pass on that.
Yeah,
I'm glad you didn't do it at the same time.
yeah.
Holy shit!
I mean,
Yeah.
that would have been really funny for us.
See,
Not
John,
you,
you
for you,
don't
not so much.
understand. But you don't understand. It makes the top layer and the bottom layer solid, but the rest is fucking powder. So
I
when
can
you
believe
breathe
that.
in, that's what comes in. It's science, motherfucker.
Science, bitch.
so like
It's science.
8 years ago, when this thing became like a YouTube fad,
Yeah, 'cause
like
remember
I
we
had
saw
kids
the
who were
top.
about they're about at that age where they were like old enough to be on YouTube, but not
Uh-huh.
old enough to know anything about anything. You know, so like the
Yeah.
school had to send out a big warning, being like, "Don't do the cinnamon challenge because you'll die and shit." They're
It's true.
bad for
Listen,
your lungs.
I get the college version. Are you a teacher?
Oh, is he
Huh?
still coughing and hacking?
Are you a teacher or something? Or
Oh no! I no like I
That was on the news.
children, like like kids. So yeah, so it was a big thing. But like so one kid
I work
spent
with
a few
college
days
kids,
in the hospital
and
from
these
doing
guys
it.
do dumb things all the time. They tell me about it. I'm
Oh
like,
man, that was.
but they're like,
Oh,
oh,
well, I remember.
I have a fraternity. I was like, yeah, but I had a fraternity, but it really wasn't a fraternity, but it was my military guys. And I was like, whatever house you have, it does not match our house.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Oh man.
everyone probably everyone has that like stupid shit I did when I was a kid. Like
Shit,
Oh,
still
but
going.
ours
I'll
was,
try this.
but ours was like,
Oh wow,
yeah,
it's still going. This is bad.
Yeah. No,
I'm
but
not
this
doing
is
this.
why I told him not to do it. And like I tried to convince him earlier today and yesterday not to do it. And
Oh,
You should call it. Hey, do you have his wife's number?
I sent
yes, I do. Should I
Call
call
her.
Aaron?
Tell
I
her to
sent
check
him
on
the.
him.
Should I? Are you
I
serious?
think, or text her. Be like,
It's
your husband's
midnight.
an idiot.
Yeah. That
Oh,
might,
he's
Oh,
back.
yeah, I think
He's
so.
back.
Oh wait, here
Fuck
he is.
you! Don't call my wife.
Okay. We were
They tried to.
we were
They tried
just
call
about
me
to call
later.
her.
Oh my god. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do
Ah,
that.
exactly what I told you.
Oh,
earlier.
dude, I'm hurting. Like it's like I was blowing up cinnamon out of my fucking nose. Like it. Like
Yeah.
Tomorrow
John,
you're gonna fart cinnamon.
John, yeah, baby. John, if you want to do it, it's your turn.
It's gonna come
But-
out full of clouds.
I'm done, man.
Please
I'm
don't do
done.
it, John. Don't do it.
Well, that was funny.
Agree with us. It's just say
Yeah.
no. It's not a good idea.
Next week we should play Russian roulette.
Yeah.
With a
Let's just call
semi-auto.
that segment done. Can we do that?
Okay,
Uh,
you're gonna have to do it again though because you forgot to bring the camera with you.
Oh.
all right, no,
Make sure it didn't happen.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
There was cinnamon coming out of his ass tomorrow.
That
I don't need
was
to see that shit.
horrible. That was horrible.
Literally.
He's gonna be like,
Uh,
"Oh, that smells like cinnamon." That's
Who's
wonderful.
Oh my
making
God.
Who's making cinnamon buns?
They're hot and sticky.
uh,
And they cannot clench.
Oh. You ready to call it on that one, Jeff?
Nope.
all right,
Bring it
Joey.
on.
It's been good. It's been a fun Saturday night. I'm
I
toast.
think let's power through this.
Anything else?
Yeah, that's
All
how
right,
I agree.
okay.
I agree.
Okay, fine. I'll drink.
Yeah,
Oh,
I gotta get beer. I'm out.
oh man, you all.
I can stay on. I'm
I'm
not
a-
feeling right.
Well, all right.
I'm a hop off, guys.
Take the
You're hopping off.
take the
No,
hose
seriously.
attachment and spray yourself
Okay.
out.
It's after midnight. I think it's time for me to go. I gotta take care of all this nonsense.
Oh.
All right,
Oh,
man.
dear
You
brother.
got good show. Good show. Good show.
Get a good steam going, man.